Hello, everyone! Hello! How are we doing out there? Welcome back. Welcome. Hopefully you guys can hear me a-okay. It is good to see you all. Welcome back to episode 3 of Teyvat Travels. Can you believe we've been doing this for 3 episodes already? Our 4 players tonight, which of course are played by Ivy and Ixie, Love Hanami, Sleepy Scrubs, and Kursen Kakashi, they are playing 4 Allergenes, which in the world of Genshin Impact, the video game, just means that they're vision bearers, or if you don't play Genshin Impact, they can wield the elements a la Avatar style. They exist in this world known as Teyvat, and each have their own purposes, honorifics, things to do in this world, but by fate's chance, or an intertwining of fates, life has brought them together in the bustling, happy, windy city of Mondstadt. Over the last couple episodes, they've met a colorful cast of characters, including Rosie, the small child, who may have been privy to a robbery, but decided by playing hide-and-seek she was being the hero that Riku sought her out to be. We've also met Ember, perhaps related to Amber 500 years in the future, our favorite pyro greatsword-wielding twink, who gifted some dandelion wine to the party, and if I remember correctly, only Riku was able to hold their dandelion wine. We've also, of course, met Hilda, the sort of second-in-command at the Adventurers Guild in the Mondstadt branch, and she has tasked the party with becoming a specialized task force to helping her out in Mondstadt because in a few days' time, the Mondstadt Leeway Trade Parade is going to take place, which honors an age-old contract between the two nations, honoring the trade and prosperity between them. Some strange things have been happening recently, like a robbery at Marnie's restaurant, which we saw happen last time, and Hilda has asked our players to sort of go explore town, do some shopping, which they did. They also met Brock Brigand's bargain discount bin, where they got some questionable goods at questionable prices. And they ended by sharing a little bit about themselves with each other, going to bed at the Chats Family Inn, and we will start today's session there.
I promised you I'd read you the story about elements and nations, and the world of visions, didn't I? Well, sit back under the shade, and hold your wishes tight. As in the world of Teyvat, wishing is the most powerful thing you can do. Our story takes place long after the creation of this beautiful world known as Teyvat, after the invasion and subjugation by a strange entity known as the Heavenly Principles. After all of the 7 sovereign dragons had been defeated or cast away. After the war for the seats of the 7, from which godlike beings known as Archons emerged. Yes, our story takes place in this world that has already seen its fair share of bloodshed, but also its fair share of miracles. Visions, that's what they call them in Teyvat. Small crystalline objects of elemental power that are manifestations of a human's wish. That's right. Wish really hard for the world to change, and in Teyvat, you may be given the means to change it yourself. But with the power to change, so too come those willing to change it for the worse. While empires rise and fall, contracts are signed, and experiments are performed, our story is about 4 unlikely allies with hopes and dreams of their own. Hailing from different nations, one is as stalwart as the jade stone she protects, questioning duty in a world that respects order. Another is duty-bound, forever trying to live up to the promise of her sister and spark truth in the dark skies. Another does not know where home is, but is searching for the place where nature and humanity can coexist and finally give him the answers he is looking for. And another still is but a wanderer, dancing between places too short to really leave any impact in the flame she creates, but is drawn by the stars above all the same. The world they live in is changing. It's on the cusp of something big and dark. Secrets move in the shadows to unravel something so ancient it could split the confines of the skies itself. And though they may not know it yet, the only way our heroes can save it is by forging bonds with those bound by its systems and learn the truth in their travels around Teyvat.
Hello?
189.
Hello?
Hello,
Hello?
friends. Welcome
Hi,
in.
Are we live?
We're live.
We're
Yes.
Okay,
I
we're
was
live.
I was
We're dry
listening
live.
to you chat about the stuff, and then out of nowhere we're here. Hello.
For 1,000 biddies, you can create your own NPC that I have to instantiate into this world, which is how we have a lot of the NPCs currently, like Miss Ashford, the lovely old lady who Yue Ming had met, and so did Dayu actually. And she was a Raven creation.
Wait,
Mhm.
was that the first character
that
I met?
was the first character you
I
met.
never
was
got her name.
I know you never got her
Oh,
name. That was Miss
wow.
Ashford. Yes, it
Wow,
was.
I didn't know that.
Wait, that's cute.
So
I didn't know
cool.
that.
Yes.
Yeah.
Brock Brigham. Brock Brigham.
Brock.
Oh,
Oh yeah,
Brock
Brock
Brigham, everybody.
Brigham. Yeah,
Brock
our
Brigham.
favorite.
Yeah.
Hello, mate. Our favorite merchant. Maybe we'll see him again today. Maybe we fucking won't. Who knows?
All the
Ayla.
Brighams are coming back.
Thank you for
I do
1,000
wonder.
biddies.
Let's go, Ayla. Thank you.
You sweetie. Yes, if anyone has NPCs that they'd like to make for 1,000 biddies, DM a mod, they will DM me. I can't promise they'll make it into tonight's session, but they will make it into the game at large.
Mhm.
We get really close to like elk-like
Yeah.
creatures.
Yeah. Okay.
Yeah.
Like in
Okay.
Smer, they have Rishabuli tigers and like
Yeah.
The
big,
great
like, there's-
equine conspiracy is happening
Yeah.
right now.
Yeah.
Cayman says, I imagine it's sort of a chocobo situation. It could be.
Wait,
Oh my god. Chocobos?
wait,
Give me
actually,
1 second.
Yeah, you're
I
good.
do believe. Wait, I think Mondstadt does have horses because Kaya is technically like a cavalier.
Really? Someone fact check
Wait.
this. I want to know. I've never seen a
I
horse
don't
model in the
know.
game.
Maybe they're
The
just
trike from
hiding.
Jigsaw.
Kaya is canonically the cavalry captain of the Knights of Favonius, despite players never seeing a single horse in Teyvat.
Okay,
Oh,
so
So there
Okay.
are horses.
theoretically, horses exist. We've just never seen them physically.
Yes.
Yeah.
Okay, interesting. That's very interesting.
That is very
Kaya
strange.
is the horseman. I forgot about
Okay.
that.
The horse
Yes.
man.
Oh
Kaya,
my
my
god.
first love.
Well, maybe 500 years before the current events of Genshin, we see
Yeah.
horses.
Yeah, maybe there's
And-
horses.
Maybe
Something happens to them
wild horses.
in the game.
Oh
They'll
no.
never drag me away.
The real cataclysm is the extinction of the horse. That's not great. Oh my god.
It is.
Kaya is cavalry captain, but of one single horse.
that
The only
Oh
horse.
man.
is a
John
very
Common
Genshin
is
thing to do,
funny.
like the one lion knight, the one dragon
Yeah.
knight. Yeah, absolutely. Well, we're gonna pick up where we left off last time, which, if you guys remember, was after drinking dandelion wine with our favorite Ember Twink, Ember.
Mhm.
Three of you could not hold it, including a milk fiasco that happened with a wine last time.
Sorry.
Riku, you did a pretty good job holding your wine together. You guys all shared with each other and a bit with Ember, and you actually got your first bond heart with an NPC, which is where you guys are now bonded with Ember. So when we do roll for combat, you'll get a wild die at a size D4. Now,
Okay.
the four of you are heading back to the Chat Family Inn, the inn named by Chat, in the middle of Mondstadt. Again, it has been reduced to 10 Mora a night, so I will need you all to subtract 10 Mora because you guys are now under Hilda's sort of special guard, or special unit.
Yeah.
What was normally sort of like a 40 Mora stay, or what I think I said 50 or 40 last time, is now 10 because you guys are sort of gaining the benefits.
Well, thank the Lord, because if it was 50, my Mora would be in danger.
Yes,
Yeah.
it would. But we'll have to see maybe how to make some more Mora today. Now, the four
Work
of
the
you.
corner
What's up?
selling plants.
Yes,
I
yeah,
said work the corner
exactly.
selling plants.
Nothing else.
Nothing else. The four of you make your way into this inn. Like I said last time, you all head to your rooms as Ember bids you farewell. You all have separate rooms on the same floor of this inn. It's only a 2-floor inn. It is Mondstadt, after all. They're quaint. The beds are large enough for you to be comfortable, but not so large that you sort of, like in a hotel bed, you feel like a small child. It's the right size, very Goldilocks-esque. There's a single sort of oil-burning lamp that you can turn on or put off for the rest of the night. And as the sun continues to set out your windows, you see stars fill the sky. Now, I am going to go through stuff, but Kodashi, you did say there was something before Eepees that you wanted to do, yes?
Yeah, before Eepees.
Yeah.
Yep. So Kodashi is gonna, step into his room, do his nightly routine, but then he's going to hold his apprentice notes out. To remind Chad, his apprentice notes is very worn over because he's used it ever since he got it from not really the academia, but the academic part of his village, Verakasha. And it's what's been holding his research notes. It's what's been holding everything he's learned. Now, obviously, he did transfer those over. It's kind of like where he live writes everything, right? So he goes out into the forest and with the animals and the plants when he's doing research and writes it down, but then he transfers it into, a different, bigger book that he's made and that kind of thing. So it's kind of like his journal in a sense. And now that he's got, what did I buy again? Which new weapon did he get? He got a, I forget what it's
Pocket
called.
Grimoire.
Anyways.
Pocket Grimoire.
Yes, thank you. Pocket Grimoire, which, it's an upgrade. It's sturdier. It's stronger. It has more power, but the thing about Kodashi is that he's really connected to a lot of things, and he's really connected to objects and what they mean to him. And so he kind of steps out onto the balcony that's in his room because he's special. He looks out at the stars and just thinks about all the memories this item. And he has some of his plants out there that he got to move in, and he slowly starts ripping up the papers in the notebook and putting them in the soil, and kind of says something to the effect of, everything that is used must once return to where it came from. Thank you for all that you've done. And he waters his plants and goes to bed.
Oh. How very of the earth of you.
That's our best boy.
You do, Kodashi. You sort of return them to the soil as you think this. And as you do, you roll me just a straight resonance check. First roll of the night.
Yeah, sure. Let's go.
Let's roll.
Chat, hopefully the music is not too loud. You let me know. Oh, well.
I love to see it.
So, since
First
it's
roll of the
a
night.
10 resonance, I believe is I was at the bottom adjusting my Mora 1 second. Resonance is 0, so it's a solid 10.
Okay, well, it's still a critical success here.
Yeah.
Kodashi, you plant the pages of your old apprentice notes in here as you thank the spirits and all of the knowledge that you've come to understand in your experiences. And there's a small part of you that is excited for the new knowledge that you are about to gain. And as you sort of water them and plant them, you feel something you don't... Normally, when you plant and tend to your plants, it feels like a gardener. You just have a green thumb because of your dendrovision. But this time, when you plant it and you are sort of watering it, you feel almost an emanation of dendro energy from this plant.
Oh, wow.
As if dendro energy itself is coming from the soil, your experiences, your knowledge. And it gives you this sense of being soothed, as this very sort of life-giving energy kind of surrounds you here. And with that sort of in mind, you rest your head. And I will say, for Yue Ming, any sort of pre-nighttime rituals that you want to do before passing out?
Yeah, I most of her nights are she'll usually take somewhat of like a power nap. And then usually around midnight or like when the moon is highest, she'll go and seek that solitude and prayer time, so to meditate and stuff. So that's what she normally does for her nightly routine.
Okay. Yep. Definitely some sort of nightly prayer and ritualistic thing. Dayu, anything for you?
Yeah, I think Dayu would have a very specific ritual of especially not daily, but I think after all of the the time that has passed, and the battle just earlier in the day, or the day before at least, that she would like take off some of her jade pendants and bangles and stuff, and like care for them, polish them, before she went to bed. Like taking them off and letting herself feel the weight of having them off as she slept.
Absolutely, you do, and it's would you say it's a very sort of delicate process for you?
Yeah, I think she would handle them with extreme care. It's almost like a methodical, like ritualistic kind of thing.
Absolutely. Okay. Perfect. And then Riku, anything that you would do here?
I don't think she really does much before she goes to bed. She's not like a super night person, so or like she likes to stay awake during the night is what I should say. She's kind of a night owl, so I feel like she probably like stays up for a little bit before she actually falls asleep. And I think sometimes before she goes to bed, and especially tonight after all of the new stuff, she takes her little puzzle box out of her pouch and fidgets with it a little bit, seeing if there's anything else she can figure out about it. And when she finally does go to bed, she tucks it under her pillow because she's very scared of losing it.
That's very fair. I will say, as you do this, it is warm to the touch. You are uncertain as to why, and you've kind of given up the idea of just it clicking in your brain at one point, and you just do what you usually do, is sort of fiddle with it and you know, run your hands along the brass, metallic, finely carved grooves of this puzzle box given to you by your grandfather. And as, yeah, you sort of put it underneath your pillow. And you also go to bed. Sleep finds you rather peacefully. You had a very long day of starting the day off by finding the brigands out on the road to Leeway. Meeting Brick for the first time as he sort of swapped sides and fought Stick and Flick and the other ones. Probably Rick and Mick, if I had to guess.
Yeah.
And
Dick?
well, not yet. You guys, you came back. You sort of reported it all to Hilda, and of course, then Rosie went missing. And when Rosie went missing, all sort of bets were off. You met Rosie's mother, Violet, and she took you around town to meet Marnie. You ended up finding Rosie. She had witnessed some sort of robbery happen at Marnie's restaurant. You found her playing hide and seek, so she wouldn't get caught. And all of that before you went shopping and reported back to Hilda. It was a long day. So,
It was.
as sleep finds you heavily, it is not the only thing that does.
Oh no.
What?
Pardon?
Oh
Hello?
no!
Excuse
Where's
me.
Reginald? I just want to know.
Reginald.
Seven.
Yue Ming, as your eyes close and darkness overtakes you, you find yourself coming to in a strange environment. A sort of very bleak, starry, but dark night sky. And as you open your eyes, you sort of try to come to, and you look around, and you're not in the bed that you went to sleep in. The side table is not near you. And as you stare up into the sky, you see that there is one moon shining down on you. You think for a moment about the prayers that you gave before bed, your rituals that you often do, and you are reminded, of course, of the beauty, the grace of the three Moon Sisters, and once again, how much of a disgrace it is that most of Teyvat have shunned their existence, now choosing to, you know, worship the heavenly principles, and ignore the fact that the three Moon Sisters once walked among the other gods. Vault, thank you for the follow. I appreciate you. Yue Ming, just tell me,
Hi, brother.
when it's just you and the moon, what do you feel?
Most of the time, when the moon rises, it's a welcomed presence, because it's something that she hopes will reunite her and those that she cares for that have passed. But she also feels great sadness when she's meditating with the moon often, because there's supposed to be 3, but there's only 1. So she usually takes a lot of time during these moments to mourn the loss that she's had in her own life, but also mourn the loss that people don't even get to see that they are missing.
Would you say that there's sort of this somber reflection and recollection at these thoughts?
Yes, absolutely.
How much of your mind dwells on your sister?
She tries to put it off. She tries not to think about it, because oftentimes what she has been taught is to be able to move on from your grief and not let it be so consuming, to focus more on her studies, to focus more on her commitments to her faith. But especially today, having talked about her with these new friends and with Ember, today is so much harder for her to push it aside. It's always there, but I think today will probably be one of the first days that she mourns her sister without as much guilt as she often feels.
I will say you let this feeling kind of wash over you, this idea of grief, understanding, and respect for the faith, but also for what it has taken from you. And as you look up at the one moon in the sky, for a moment, you think you can see a face, a sort of ghostly, ethereal visage just looking down at you from the moon. And your eyes adjust, still not quite sure where you are, but wondering if this is your mind playing tricks on you, until you hear a voice. And it says,
Yui Ming, you're so close.
Is it coming from behind her?
It seems to be coming from all around you.
Okay. I think she would try to find where it's coming from. Is it a voice that she recognizes?
It's not a voice that you recognize, no. You peer around and you look around different angles. And again, you look up at the moon, and this kind of shape begins to materialize in front of you. And you see that it materializes as the voice continues.
I have waited so long to speak to you, Yui Ming.
And the light refracting off of this bright, almost incandescent moon shapes this ghostly figure into a spirit most magnificent if you open tactical mode.
I'm gonna cry.
Cool.
Wait. It's so cute.
It appears to be some kind of rodent or gerbil. And its fur appears to be made of the very fabric of the universe, as stars glitter within it. Its little beady black eyes stare upon you as its teeth kind of chitter, and says,
Yui Ming, you are the chosen of the moon to bring back the 3 lights to the night sky. Squeak!
Huh?
What?
Can she reach out her hand to see if maybe it'll kind of like plop onto her?
ooh, roll me a harmony check.
Oh no, I don't know if Harmony's
Roll animal handling.
What animal handling?
I'm sorry.
Okay.
You heard our DM say this thing is made out of the fabric of the universe material.
Yeah.
And you said, I want to touch it.
I wanna touch it. I wanna touch it.
You can't just touch everything you see that's cute, Hana.
Fucking watch
try.
me.
That's a 6.
Stu finger his food.
What's it?
It's a
6? That's
Yeah.
not enough.
Okay, that's
You hold out your hands and it sort of sniffs them curiously in its astral form, but it does not approach you.
Okay.
It
Okay.
instead continues and just says,
I am a great galaxy hamster from beyond. A spiritual manifestation of the moon in your subconscious. You've been very faithful, Yue Ming, but you can't restore the faith on your own.
But the she's gonna be a little conflicted, and kind of look at it 'cause she's baffled that this cute tiny little thing even knows her name. First of all, um, she'll say, "That's, but that's what I've been taught that you're supposed to. You can do this yourself. You don't have to rely on others. I don't understand."
It is not something that I can teach you right now, Yue Ming, but consider all that your sister knew about the faith, and look where that got her. You know that your own strength, your own fervor, can only take you so far. The rest, Yue Ming, what you need to find for Arya, lies deep below.
Okay. Okay. You seem to know me and know more about me than I have shared with others. Who are you?
it lets out a little squeak.
Not now, Yue Ming, but soon. May the light of the 3 moons bless your travels. Remember, it lies below.
And you watch as with a little squeak, it just it fades back into stardust, and you are left with the silhouette of the moon.
So confused. Chat, we're going back to watch this VOD. I'm gonna write all these things down.
Yeah.
That's crazy.
She's kind of just gonna stand in awe for a moment of like, what just happened? Who is this hamster? Why is he so cute? Why can't I not touch him? But like, how the hell does he know all these things about me?
As you think this, your vision will eventually fade back to black, and sleep will reconsume you. A big thank you to
Consume.
Ayla for the Galaxy Space Hamster. Thank you very much for your NPC there,
It's
Ayla.
so cute, Ayla. Ayla.
It's given us
That was
so many
great, Ayla.
questions.
Yeah.
It
Space
lies
hamster.
below. It lies below. Okay.
Yeah, I have thoughts
Mika,
about
Mika.
that, Hanami.
I'm
We're gonna have to
curious.
talk after.
We're gonna talk. We're gonna have
Yeah.
to.
Well, we're
Hmm.
not done yet, because as most of you sleep soundly through the night, Riku,
Cute.
you find that your night, like so many others, is in fact dreamless. It is rather sound, and when you awake in the morning, you almost wish there was something to color the vast expanse of darkness in that mind. Dayu, for you, you can't recall what they are, but you spend a portion of the night with cold sweats, shaking. Something stressful at the back of your mind, too cloudy to bring to the front right now. But when you wake up in the morning, you feel it, the tension in your neck. And for Kodashi, you open your eyes, and there is a starry night sky above you. You look around. As you try to get your bearings, you are not in the hotel anymore. You are not in the inn. Instead, in front of you, far, impossibly far away, is a gargantuan tree.
Oh.
Is it like in a field?
No. As you look down, you appear to be in a sea of stars, and the tree itself is anchored in starlight. But it grows tall and looks very real. The leaves are a vibrant green, the wood twisting and turning underneath the moonlight.
Am I like level with the tree, or am I like above it? Like where am I in
I
position
would
to
say
the tree?
if your eyesight, you'd be sort of where the roots are, but it seems impossibly far away from you.
Okay.
And to that point, Kodashi, I'll say if you look down,
Uh-huh.
you don't seem to have a form. Unlike Yue
Oh.
Ming, although you wouldn't know this, you don't
Uh-huh.
have hands, a body, you just simply exist.
Oh wow. Am I able to like do I physically feel anything?
I
Do I
think
feel connected to this formless apparition that I am?
as you try and reach out your mind's eye to sort of understand, I
Uh-huh.
wouldn't even be so remiss to think that if Kodashi is one with nature, you might even think this is a dream. Like
Right.
this might be something that
Yeah.
in your mind you're like, yeah, I might be dreaming right now. You do feel very connected with the world around you, but without any agency to speak, to move, to look, you just have this scene, and then you hear it. A voice, deep and ancient.
All life springs forth from me. Much like the energy of the universe, my children spread all that I am through the roots of this world.
I have goosebumps.
I
And
do
you
too.
said I can't.
I got chills.
I have no form of or way or medium of speaking
No, you
at
can't.
all. Okay. Okay.
Um, you wait.
But this,
Oh, go ahead.
I was just gonna say, this voice, is it similar to Yue Ming where it feels like it's all around me, or
Yes.
does it feel like in one spot? Okay.
It feels like it is all around you.
Okay.
You wait because that's all you can do, and the edges of your vision go fuzzy for a minute, almost blurry, and then they clear again, as if there was a bit of radio static. And then the voice once more.
That is their journey. I cannot control where they go, but I promise, if they keep the spirit of life at their heart, then they are exactly where they are meant to be. And someday, they will come home.
I have so many questions.
Yeah.
I
Is
many
I have so
Can't
many
help.
thoughts surrounding my head right now. Oh
Guys,
my
take
god.
notes.
I'm trying to, but I'm also trying to be involved.
I know.
Tell me what Kodashi's
the
feeling
tree-
here.
Yeah, so Kodashi is just like so locked in right now and thinking about his past, about being in when he was in the desert after the storm that brought him away from his village, which we'll get into more detail later. But he learned about connection in that desert and how he is connected and how he feels connection to, animals, plants, bugs, all the creatures around him. And he's wondering there's something that he hasn't unlocked, some greater thing that connects them all. And this might be it. And he's feeling so just open right now to the possibility of there being something he doesn't know. He thought he knew it all when it came to like life and connection and nature. He was pretty confident in that, but now he's questioning everything that's left for him to learn.
Kodashi, make me a harmony check.
Okay. I think Reinhardt wants to make a harmony
I
check too.
think Reinhardt
Yeah, he
does.
does.
Make harmony check. You need me to check?
He showed us all his butt too, very kindly.
Yeah, I'm so sorry.
Oh!
And that is
Ooh.
a 9 plus 0, unfortunately.
Okay.
So a 9, which is still
Better than
pretty
mine.
That's
Pretty good.
enough.
good.
You,
Yes.
as you're having these thoughts, these questions in your mind, as it begins to reel, and the vision in front of you almost begins to distort, like you're kind of disrupting it. The
Mhm.
voice once more. No. Calm. The time for questions is not at hand. Breathe, my child, and feel what you are, my sapling. And now, Kodashi, as you look down, you see what wasn't there before, a glowing green, almost like an outline, like a ghost, like a glowing green spirit of a ghost. And it is you. It is your form. You're looking at yourself as if you were ethereal in nature. You can't make out any facial features or the color of your skin. You are just simply a green, glowing spirit. And in the very center, a small sprout.
I love that.
And with that, your vision fades.
Okay.
Wow.
Chills, guys. I have chills.
Yeah, same.
Yeah.
The way, chat, I want you guys to know the way that all of us are trying to connect thoughts and like going through the entire lore of Genshin in our like
yeah,
game
in
chat.
our
brains.
heads and our backstory. Yes,
I'm like,
that's amazing.
oh, I know what all
Thank
of
you,
this
Kev.
is.
That was great. Wow.
You all wake up. Some of you better slept than others. As you do, Dayu, you kind of wake up in this cold sweat, feeling a little stressed. Riku, you wake up as normal. Kodachi and Yue Ming, unlike most dreams, they don't fade immediately. You are both awake with the realization of whatever you dreamt last night felt real. Kodashi, for you, and I'm glad you said it, it was similar to something you felt in your past when you've had dreams before.
Yes.
Yue Ming,
Yes.
you've never experienced something like this. So, very interesting to say the least.
Whack.
Okay. Well, unless there's anything you want to do in your rooms, I think the four of you would slowly make your way out of your rooms and reconvene outside of the Chats Family Inn.
Yeah.
Okay, well,
Sounds good.
the roleplay floor is yours. As all four of you walk up to each other, groggy, what would you like to say and do?
Riku, not a morning person, so I imagine she does what I do in the mornings and just walks over to them and is like,
Mm. That's
Where
good.
are we at? Are we like in a is it kind of like the rooms are upstairs and like there's like a mini tavern downstairs kind of thing?
Yeah,
Or, like,
I'd say right now you guys are outside.
Yeah.
You sort
Outside,
of left
okay.
the inn.
Okay.
Yeah.
Gotcha. Just wanted to know.
Why don't we say we're like, let's use the picture and be like like at those
Yeah.
tables by the fountain kind of
Yeah.
area, just about to
Yeah.
like head to the Adventurers
vibing.
Guild or something, but just kind of taking moments notice of each other.
Mm-hmm.
I think that's a good
Yeah.
spot.
There is coffee in Genshin.
Yes,
It is a
there
Fontaine
is. Sue.
special.
There is coffee.
Mm-hmm.
What was Dayu gonna do though?
She, you guys can see she's visibly shooketh. She's definitely a morning person. She gets up
Yeah.
pretty early, sunrise. She likes to feel like herself before leaving, but she is visibly sluggish and not as quick. You know, she looks disheveled.
Oh,
Mm.
okay.
She doesn't give Riku her back, but she does not. She's like, yeah,
Like,
I feel that.
Sup? That's funny.
Kodashi is gonna be walking down the stairs, and he's pretty tall. To remind you guys, he's 6'1", and he's just stretching and putting his arms across like this, and just like not like excited, but he's ready for the day. And he goes ahead and says, "Well, good morning, everyone. I slept, but it was weird. We can talk about it later, but Riku, it seems that dandelion wine is kind of hitting you hard this morning, huh?
I'm kind of always like this in the mornings.
Well, I got something that'll perk you right up, and he pulls out of his pocket some mint that he grabbed from his plant this morning. I was gonna have this earlier, but I think you need it more than me. And he goes ahead and hands it to Riku to help her freshen up and waken up a little bit.
She's gonna like look at it and be like, "Thanks. I think."
Yeah, it's mint. You can go ahead and consume that, and it'll freshen you up.
I'll do that, but also, can we get coffee?
Ovi,
Is she like pops the mint in her mouth?
okay.
Definitely.
Yeah. Yeah, it is a leaf mint.
Yep.
I love
Just eat
that.
it.
Well, where in Kodashi starts looking around. He's looking for the nearest person, and just sees one and shouts, "Hey, you guys got any of what was it called?
Coffee.
Coffee around here? Anywhere that sells this wonderful food?"
Yeah,
Kodashi does not know what coffee is.
the townsperson says, "Oh, yeah, you can stop by the chat. Fucking give me a name. Give me a name, chat.
Let's go.
Name a cafe.
Coffee.
Go for it,
Coffee.
chat.
Do
Give
they
us a
have to
coffee.
name something, or can they just throw
This
it?
can be a free ask. You don't have to redeem
Free
it.
ask chat. Let's go.
Just
How
shout
many
him out.
points for a free
It's
ask?
Starbucks, but instead of the mermaid on the sigil, it's a horse because
Oh
that's
my
the
god, that's the mythical creature.
That's a mythical
my
creature.
God.
Horse bucks.
Uh,
So you don't have to redeem it, but I appreciate it.
Senna's
Senna's
beans. Eris.
Senna's beans.
Aeriths.
I don't know.
Dollars. Cafe
I
Verde.
can't call it Aeriths. Planet Dollars is very funny. Starbucks. Cafe Verde, I like a lot. That's very good. Oh, these are good, chat. You can. I'm not calling it Aerith's Cafe, guys.
Machine.
It's
Mean
too
Bean
canonically
Machine.
messy with change of fate.
That is. It is.
Yeah.
Oh, I
pretty funny.
like Mean Bean Machine. That's kind of fun too. Oh
Right.
my gosh. If it's a cat cafe,
So-
beans and
Wait, there
beans.
is-
There's cats. There are
Well,
cats.
yeah, there's.
Yeah.
All right, I did look this up with the Angel Share. A lot of the cat cafe stuff in Mondstadt did not exist at this time period.
oh.
So
It's,
Diana, come on.
yeah,
Come
rude.
on. It's because
That's
Diana's
rude.
not here.
yeah.
Yeah.
This is
Yeah.
500 years before the game.
Cafe Stat. Oh, that sounds so cool.
Oh yeah, I'm gonna
Like
use.
Mondstadt?
Yeah,
Stat?
Cafe Stat.
Yeah.
I'll do that one.
Hell yeah, Mochi. Let's go.
Yeah, you.
But
They point you in the direction of Cafe Stat, which is sort of a very quick grab and go coffee cup place. You guys go. Which, just for the sake of it, how many of you would like a cup of coffee?
Good.
Just Riku.
Kodashi wants to try it.
Ooh,
I
okay.
wanna
I'll
try
take
it.
tea if you
Yeah.
have tea.
They do have tea, yes.
I'll
Yeah,
take
she's
tea.
a tea girly. She'll
Well,
be doing some
both are
tea.
5 mora, so if you are going to buy
Okay.
them, then you can spend 5 mora for a coffee or a tea.
Nicholas is like, get rid
do
of
they
your
have-
money now.
Do they have tea with milk?
If I wanted you to get rid of the money, it would have been a 50 mora cup of tea. Would you say do they have tea with milk?
Tea with milk?
Yes,
Milk
they
tea?
they do. Yeah, they have
So
milk
they-
tea.
Milk tea.
No
okay.
boba though, Hana.
No
That's what she's
boba.
grabbing. No, she just wants milk in her tea. That's all.
Yeah, sure.
Fucking.
I had
Yui
milk
Ming
tea
and her
yesterday. It
milk.
was so good.
Oh my god. Yes.
So really quick,
Mhm.
Kodashi is gonna turn to Riku and say, "So Riku, what is this cafe?"
It's like, well, it comes from a plant that has these little beans on it, and yeah, it comes from a plant. And they like, I don't know, they make it a lot in Fontaine. And some people put milk in it, and she like eyes Yue Ming.
You have
She, like-
leche in your coffee?
I don't like it like that, but some people do, and it kind of like wakes you up a little bit.
Well, I will definitely try some. I am all about plants, as you know. 1 coffee, please. Extra beans.
You say this to the cafe worker, and she looks at you and she goes, "Oh, you know that means extra strong, right?"
Yes, I love my beans strong. Thank you.
Oh, yeah.
Riku looks at him and she's like, no. Maybe don't do that.
Can I get a triple shot coming up?
Oh my God.
She yells to no
Oh my
one because she's the
God.
only one here. She turns around and she goes, "You got it, boss." God, I love being my own boss. And she turns around and she makes the coffee and the tea. And she hands you each a cup. It's piping hot. Yeah, you all sip. What do you think?
Riku looks at Kodashi and shakes her head at him, and she's like, "Good luck."
Should I roll something, Nick?
Yeah, I mean, if this is your first time taking a triple shot of espresso,
he definitely has never come out across coffee before.
God.
Oh,
actually,
in his travels.
yeah, I know exactly what you need to roll. Let me pull it up
Yes.
real quick.
Oh,
Fast
man.
time.
That is.
It's fast time.
It is black as night, Mochi.
It is. You are rolling for
Oh,
me a Constitution check, which is based on your
Okay.
fortitude.
Oh,
Damn,
wow.
Kodashi with the rolls.
9
Plants.
plus 0 plus 3, so 12 total.
Wow.
All right.
Yeah.
Well, Kodashi, I will straight up, not a critical success, but no adverse
Yeah.
effects whatsoever. You tell me how much you like it.
Yeah, so Kodashi takes a huge, he takes like a small sip at first, and then just takes a huge sip after that. He's like, wow, you were right, Riku. That really just, wakes you up. I've never had beans like this before. I think this is my new favorite bean juice. And his tail starts swishing back and forth and back and forth and back and forth in his pants. And
boy!
he almost can't contain himself. So,
Riku
yeah.
is going to let out the loudest laugh that anybody has heard her make yet. And she is gonna look at her coffee and she's like, "Man, I didn't even need that to wake me up."
Oh, that's adorable.
And then
so
she
he definitely really likes
she
it.
downs her entire coffee.
Wow.
Wow.
Okay.
You guys are brave.
Dayu and Yue Ming
Riku's
sipping their tea.
down bad for her
I'm
cup of coffee.
sipping pinky
I'm
out.
sipping.
Like,
I'm just
I'm taking it with me to the guild.
I'm allowing it to warm up her hands and stuff, just enjoying it.
Yeah.
Comfort tea.
Dayu and you and Ming look at each other and just nod. Yeah. This is good. Good stuff.
It's very good.
You guys take your drinks or lack thereof back to the guild. And you go to reconvene where Hilda said she would meet you in the morning inside the guild with your first sort of assignment as fates intertwined. Which you do, making small talk about the day prior and about your taste in drinks, as Kodashi is practically bouncing off the walls at this point. We make our way back into the Adventurers Guild.
Woohoo!
Okay.
Excuse me. Yes.
As the four of you make your way into the guilds, you see, as always, ever the same expression, Catherine standing behind the counter. She gives you a curt nod as you all walk in. She says, "Ad Astra Avasask adventurers, welcome to the Adventurers Guild."
Morning, Catherine.
And off to the side,
She's awake right now.
yeah, off to the side, you can see Hilda already sitting down at a table. She looks up as the four of you walk in, and she says, perfect. I'm glad you guys are here. Come, sit. Yeah, we have stuff to discuss."
Kodashi goes ahead and just moseys on over.
Yep.
Yeah.
The four of you.
Riku
Them
cops
as
a
well.
seat right next to him.
Yeah.
Yue Ming's gonna kind of walk in, accidentally stumble a little bit on a stool, and be like, "Oh, I'm here."
Tungsten cube.
Sits
That
down.
happened to me last game.
The cube. Yeah. No, don't remind me of that stupid cube. I'm waiting for Vala to make a clip of that. Oh my god.
Yeah.
Which you still have, by the way.
I know.
True.
It's my package.
You do.
She looks at the four of you, Her gaze kind of falls on... Well, I guess all four of you have interesting expressions. Kodashi from the coffee, Dayu from the stress, Yue Ming from the dream, and Riku always looks like that. And she kind of looks at the four of you, and she cocks her head and says, "Rough night? Are you guys okay?"
Oh, well, it didn't really sleep that soundly. There was this big tree and I was formless and there were stars and it was kind of weird, but I had this stuff called coffee this morning, Hilda. Oh my God, it might be the best bean juice I've ever had in my entire life. And I've been alive for quite a bit.
Her eyes kind of widen as she pans to the rest of the party and you had coffee for the first time?
Yeah, Cafe Stat. Pretty nice place. Pretty nice place.
Not even just coffee, Hilda. He got it extra strong.
Extra. As you say this, you wait to watch Hilda's expression change to one of, like, parental, come on. But instead, a smile grins from ear to ear, and she goes, "I respect it." This is clearly a woman who has been tired for so much of her life, she runs on caffeine.
Yeah.
That's fair.
At this
I
stage.
get
she
that
gets
every
it.
morning.
Yo, yes.
Felt that,
I would
Hilda.
definitely get some bread right now, Sue. That'd be amazing.
She has her own mug at Cafe Stat. That's how much she drinks the
yeah.
coffee there.
I
So
love that.
I believe it.
Yeah,
Um,
amazing.
and she sort of shakes her head and she says, "And the rest of you?"
Dayu probably speaks up next and does a little sigh. And she's like, "I wish I could remember my dreams. They were quite bad, I think. I woke up very restless."
I'm
Oh.
sorry to hear that. Was the inn not to your standards?
No, the inn was great. Sometimes my mind gets the better of me.
Might be because you're adjusting to a new city, but I have something for that brain to focus on today. Riku, Yue Ming, you guys okay?
I just wish I wasn't awake right now.
Understandable.
Don't worry, the coffee should kick in soon, Riku.
It's the coffee. It's always the coffee. I think Yue Ming is just trying to put on a brave, happy face. I'm fine. I got tea from that cafe place. It's nice. Yeah.
It's good tea.
She gives you a bit of a squint, but she continues nonetheless. So I'm just reading. Mochi finally sent me the NPC she wants added. I see where we're going today, team.
Wait,
Oh, God.
Mochi's NPC or
Mochi's, yes. Mochi did spend 1,000 biddies at the beginning.
Oh, I thought we already had. Wait, this is Mochi's second NPC then. That's exciting.
Yeah.
Well, yeah, Mochi's from last time was Brock, and then this time
Yeah.
is a new one.
Okay.
Cool.
Yeah, she clears her throat and she says, "Well, like I said, again, yesterday, thank you so much for helping with Rosie after she went missing. And I appreciate you all agreeing to sort of be our special adventurers unit here in Mondstadt. Seeing as how the four of you aren't from Mondstadt, and we really appreciate it right now, with the Leeway Mondstadt Trade Parade coming up in a couple of days. Things have been shaky, to say the least. Not between Leeway and Mondstadt, and at least not in any way I know, but just locally. And that's not usual for us. We're a pretty carefree city most of the time. And that's what I wanted to talk to you all about today. I have your first assignment for you." And she rolls out a piece of paper in front of you. And you can see that it is a map. And she says, "Okay," and she lowers her voice. "First things first, everything we discuss between Fates Intertwined and Hilda stays between Fates Intertwined and Hilda. A lot of this information, if given to the wrong associates around Mondstadt, could start panic. Kodashi, are you listening?"
I did the motion. I think this is pretty well known throughout all Teyvat. If you go like this, it means you're not going to talk.
Yes. Yes, it does.
Is she in tactical mode, by the way?
Well, yeah, actually, I guess we could pull up Hilda. This is the old
Cool.
scene. So yeah, there she
Awesome.
is.
Cool.
Thank you for people to remember. And speaking of things, well, she looks for all of you to agree that you're not going to speak to anyone else about this.
That was on there.
I don't know anyone here, so
I mean for people like Ember too. I trust Ember, but this is
Oh.
anyone. The more people that know about this, the more panic could spread, and I don't want that before the trade parade. Understand?
that's fine. I'm a pretty good secret keeper, so okay.
All right. Well, in that case, and she points to the paper, which you see is a map on the table in front of you. And if you go to your handouts, you have a brand new map.
Yippee.
A map of Mondstadt, the city.
Yes, perfect. I didn't even have to reload alchemy.
Nope,
Amazing.
I prepped it before today.
Yay.
Right. Okay.
Amazing. Oh, look at this.
Yes.
It's our Mondstadt.
This is Mondstadt. This is Mondstadt, how I've seen it, 500 years in the past. It is pretty familiar to the current game. You'll see the cathedral in the back, fountain in the center, guild hall in the bottom right. And you can see on the map, there are 3 regions that are circled right now. Ivy and Ixie, can I help you? Are you okay over there?
What happened? Did I miss something?
I don't know. She's like on the verge of exploding. Are you okay?
Can you breathe?
Are you okay?
Yes. When you started talking about this, you said first things first, and I don't know why, but like lately, fucking Sleepy and I have been like saying first things first. I'm the realist.
I
and that
see.
fucking cat
Yeah,
was
I did whisper that too, so I don't know if anyone
And,
saw
like,
that.
the way all of us like interlinked our brain cells in that
Interlinked.
moment.
Yeah, true.
Interlinked.
Yeah.
Okay.
We all looked
Sorry,
at each other
chat.
we
Get
all
it?
looked at each other's cameras and said, "Sure, don't say it. No one's."
Oh my god. All right, get it out of
Yeah,
the
too bad.
system. Flush it out of the
The realist.
system. I'm the realist. Fucking. Oh my
We
god.
forgot to shake. We
Yeah,
forgot to
yeah, shake it out. Shake it out. That's true. Shake it out.
We didn't do our
Yeah, we
shake.
didn't-
Our silly
yeah, we
out.
need to shake it out before this starts next time.
God. She lays out the very
Fine.
important, serious map on the table in front of you.
Yes.
Very
All right.
serious.
And she says, okay, here's the thing. There have been 3 robberies in Mondstadt over the last month. All around town. Same type of goods were stolen each time. At first, I thought it was opportunistic theft. Until yesterday. After Marnie's was also robbed. I started to compare the inventory lists. She taps each marked location that you guys can now see on the map. Chat, I am going to need, this is a name something because this is an important location. What is the name of an industrial warehouse that is used to store important materials in Mondstadt? Give me a name of a warehouse. You guys can go ahead and name something. For you 4, you can see it is at the north most part of this map.
Mhm.
Next to the cathedral.
That's right. We will see what chat comes up with. They really officed this. Yeah, they really looked right at the camera, didn't they?
I know.
Yeah,
I'm so
it was
sorry.
bad.
Not. Is it Grubel's warehouse?
No, it's not
Grubel's
Grubel's
warehouse.
warehouse, unless you can give me a legitimate acronym that stands for. It's like
Good
the-
luck,
Oh.
Mochi.
Yeah, right.
We're not in
Good
sub only chat
run
anymore, right?
No, we're not in sub-only
Under
chat.
No.
bubbles, less easy stuff.
Wow, that's pretty good, Kashi. Snow, thank you for the effervescent place that holds important stuff. You know, at least you know what it does.
Yeah.
Nominative
It's
determinism
straightforward.
at that point.
Yep.
So
Yeah.
that's very true. Chat, please give me something
Friendly
else.
reminder chat. Yeah. Nick hates them all.
I don't hate them all.
Name something that's in the channel point redeems. If you click on it, it's only
Yes.
100 channel points. You can name this warehouse forever to be
The vault.
stapled into.
Yeah,
Ooh,
sure.
I like that.
The vault. Okay, yeah. You know what, Raven? I think that works for this. I'm gonna call it the vault. The vault. Okay.
Oh, Mochi, that's good.
Guarded resources
That's pretty
under better
good.
locks. Enter securely. You know what, Mochi? I succumb to that. That is very well done. Okay, you get your gold star. Windy City Storage is also very good. Ivy played her
Oh,
hand
that's
here.
so good, Cayman.
Great reliable utilities, biddies, and lightly excitable stuffs. That's very good too. All right, actually, I'm gonna need you guys to hold on to these for when we do Grubble's marketing. Can we please just
Okay,
can we
yeah.
pin them and then
These
Write
are
save
these
them?
down,
great.
Mochi. Write these down.
Write that down. Write that down.
Oh my god, that's funny. That's very
Oh,
funny.
Shit. So which one are we going with the vault still?
The vault, yeah, we're gonna go with the vault.
Okay.
I like
I do like the Windy City one though, too.
Yeah,
Cayman.
that one
That's
was good too, Cayman.
Very
Very nice.
Chicago.
Yeah.
Helda continues. First one, the vault. A lot of rare materials secured in that industrial warehouse. Raw, unprocessed, expensive too. Robbed back at the top of the month. The second, the alchemist shack. A few days ago, actually, if I remember correctly, this was the alchemist cart that you all saved Maya from the other day. The reason that
It's just a cart?
well, the reason that it was in disarray is because it was robbed a few days prior than that.
Okay.
Oh.
From what our sources could tell, alchemy reagents were missing from the cart. However, the alchemist who used to own that stall is MIA, and he has been for a little while. And finally, Marnie's restaurant. And I don't think we officially named it last time. So
We
chat.
just named it Marnie's Restaurant, I thought.
Yeah, can I get like an official name something chat for Marnie's restaurant? I'm gonna keep calling it Marnie's, but if you'd like it to have a real name like Olive Garden, don't call it Olive Garden, then please redeem name something.
Olive Garden is copyrighted, unfortunately.
That it is.
So, Kodashi wants to say, wait, Hilda, so you said alchemy supplies were stolen from the alchemists, but stolen from the warehouse? Do we know?
Would you say, sorry, what? You cut out a little. What was stolen from the warehouse?
Yeah, what was stolen from the warehouse?
I don't have the exact inventory. All I know is some raw, unprocessed materials, but the warehouse worker that was on shift is still down there. We'll get to the evidence in just a second. Pyroclastic Surge! Welcome in, Ochre. It's good to see you. Hello, hello.
Hi, Kiwi.
Hi, Kiwi. Marnie's...
Pyroclastic Surge!
Everyone just likes Marnie's. All right, fine. Marnie's it is.
Arnis is good.
Marnie, I mean,
Marnie's
it
is
is good.
good.
Marnie's is good.
Makes me feel
Impact,
like I'm in
Impact
charge.
Garden.
Impact Garden?
Wow.
I like that. That's good.
You found the loophole, Snow.
Good.
Yeah, sure. Marnie's Restaurant, Impact Garden.
Yeah, it's like a
Impact.
colon type thing.
Great.
Yeah.
Garden. And from Marnie's Restaurant, just yesterday. Dewey Star Bistro is... I was hoping someone would make a Stardew reference. Thank you for that, Mochi.
Beautiful.
Sleepy Shrubs! That's just Sleepy's
That sounds
alternate
like-
Twitch name,
yeah.
Kiwi.
Yeah, guys, don't out me like
Yeah.
that. God.
Oh my god. And Marnie's Restaurant, Impact Garden, robbed yesterday. Rosie witnessed it. A couple of cooking reagents and other ingredients were robbed, most recently. Rosie actually did us a bit of a solid here. Kids should really get some credit. Up until now, there were no witnesses at all, so we had no idea what the robber looked like. But now, thanks to Rosie's description, we know it was a group of robed figures who robbed the place in broad daylight. She lets this sink in.
How many days apart were they each robbed? You said the warehouse was at the top of the month.
Yeah, the warehouse was at the
Alchemist
top of the
was-
month, makes it about 3 weeks ago. The alchemist cart was probably about a week and a half ago, and then Marnie's Restaurant was just yesterday.
Right. It's only been
These
a
seem to be
day,
happening.
guys.
All in broad daylight?
Well, we're not sure about the other two, because the only witnesses we had were Rosie on Marnie's Restaurant. That's sort of my question. If the robberies are related or not. The only reason I'm bringing it up to your attention is because 2 robberies, not completely out of the ordinary, but 3 with similar ingredients missing from various places around Mondstadt, that got my attention. So I started thinking, and that's why I need you guys as a task force, because individually, these are all seemingly random but related materials. But together, she thinks for a moment, well, I don't know what they make together. That's why I need someone smarter than me to figure it out. The Knights of Favonius are too busy with political disputes, border watches, trade tensions. And they've told me, politely, that warehouse theft is apparently a guild matter now. She smirks for a moment and says, but I bet after I bring them, any new information you find, they'll change their tune. Still, we can't utilize their official status and manpower if we don't have any real evidence to start with. That's where you four come in. She slides you an official commission form from across the table and says, Fates intertwined. 100 mora per zone investigated. Plus, an additional 300 mora bonus if you can identify exactly who's behind this and why, and if they're related at all. I can't chalk up to the fact that it might still be crimes of opportunity, but something's just not adding up here. Something in my gut is telling me there's a larger thing at play, and I need your help to figure it out.
Were you able to glean anything from Marnie and Clint yesterday?
I gave him the initial questioning before writing up this commission that I'm handing you guys now. I strongly recommend you head to the 3 locations and ask any witnesses you can find yourself, but unfortunately, as we know from Rosie's description too, Marnie and Clint were both out on lunch at the time. And as for what was stolen, you'll have to ask her. She gets a bit eccentric when she's talking about food though, so make sure you keep that in mind.
What do you mean by
Okay.
eccentric?
She kind of scratches her chin for a minute, and she goes, oh, you know how Kodashi was 10 minutes ago on coffee?
Yeah.
She's like that all the time about her food, and with good reason. She makes a damn good goulash.
Okay.
Ooh, maybe we'll be able to sample some.
Probably. You get her talking about her food, her heart will open up to you.
Lunch at Marnie's. Sounds good to me.
You four
Yeah.
sitting here means you made your mind up on wanting to help Mondstadt. I think this would be a good opportunity for all of you to make a name for yourselves as adventurers here. And if you do, you can earn favor or honor anywhere. I think this is a great place to start. And it would help me immensely if we can catch this robber before the Leeway Mondstadt Trade Parade. Because if these are linked, then who knows if they're going to try and rob us while we're all out of the city.
Hmm. There's only one entrance into the city, correct?
Yes, unless you can swim and fly. Yeah, there's a bridge that leads out of Mondstadt. And of course, you can get up on the ramparts. The Knights of Avonius go up there. But, I mean, if you jumped, you'd be hitting Cider Lake down below.
Okay. Hilda, do you have any insight on where we should start? I know you covered Marnie's yesterday, so probably the warehouse or alchemist first.
Well,
But-
that is a very excellent question. Because we are going to ask our ephemeral
Yeah.
audience.
Yes.
Chat!
Let's go.
For your first major poll that is going to have lasting consequences, I need you to decide where the party is going to investigate first. Here's the interactive part of Change of Fate. I need you guys to tell me if they're going to go to the warehouse, if they're going to go to Marnie's, or if they're going to go back to the alchemist's cart. And this is why, if you guys can't tell from the tutorial last time, we did investigations with Rosie, because now you're going to have to do them for real.
Oh, shit.
For real.
There's real life
while-
consequences now.
Well, chat's voting in the poll. I do have one more question.
Yeah.
For Hilda.
Mm-hmm. Give me 1 sec to just
so
write
good.
it up, and then I will
Yeah,
very
go ahead.
quickly do this.
Whole time.
Perfect. Chat, I'm going to give you 3 minutes on this. You get additional votes. Where are we going, chat? This is going to have consequences. So you determine, where will our party investigate first?
Butterfly appears in the corner.
But yeah, right?
I'll
Nice.
use Augury, actually.
Very good.
Anyways, Kodashi's going to say, Hilda, from your experience, do you think this is one person or a group?
Hilda, that's a good question, you ask her. And her brow sort of furrows as she places both her elbows back on the table, and she says, logically, I know we can't just jump to conclusions on these things, but Mondstadt's a pretty safe city. Yeah, every once in a while, we get a cat stuck in a tree, or we have to reprimand someone from eating too many apples at the apple competition, but besides that, like, we're a pretty safe, happy-go-lucky town. You know, we're not really a target for other nations. So, for 3 robberies to happen within the span of a month, it doesn't make much sense to me. However, Neo, with 1,000
Thank you,
biddies,
Neo.
Wow.
would
That's
like
an
to
NPC right there.
add an NPC to the game. Neo, thank you so much for the 1,000 biddies. A reminder to DM a mod that is not one of my players, or myself, a description of this NPC. I will instantiate it. Might not be this session, but I will instantiate it as soon as I can. We got Ayla's earlier. I don't know if I'm going to be able to fit in Mochi's, but they will definitely show up in the Genshin game. So thank you so much. And a reminder for chat, if you're just joining us, it is 700 biddies to pull on a gacha banner that we've set up to give our party a random item anywhere from 1 star to 5 stars, or 5,000 biddies to do an insane 10 pull. Which really supports the stream, means we can do more of these silly episodes, and you're guaranteed a 5-star for the crew, and everyone's eternal gratitude and love. So, okay.
Yep.
Chat is voting in this poll right now, and yeah, Hilda responds to you with that, Kodashi. She just says, I can't determine, I can't rule out the logic here, but it wouldn't make sense for them to be unrelated.
Yeah, definitely. He responds. Okay.
Wow. Chat is, of course, tying the poll. Thank you, chat. Chat, don't forget to vote. Oh my gosh.
Vote. I'm partial to the alchemist card.
Ooh, all right.
Alchemy.
While chat is finishing up the vote here, there is something else that has to happen.
A bathroom break?
Not quite. We're close to the bathroom break.
Okay. All right. Okay. That coffee's hitting me now, Nick.
That's yeah.
I can hold it though.
We can. Yeah. Okay. Yeah. We're almost there.
Yeah. Okay.
The,
just do what you gotta do first.
The vault has won. The vault is won. Okay. We're going to the warehouse first. As you guys are deliberating on where to go, suddenly, as Hilda finishes talking, you all hear an audible gasp. It does not come from Hilda. It does not come from any of you. It does not come from anyone inside the Adventurers Guild. It seems to have come from somewhere just outside. You watch as Hilda's face immediately hardens, and she puts one hand to her lips, and the other instinctively on her hip. She looks around, and without saying anything, she motions towards one of the closed windows on the eastern wall. Slowly, with a focused gaze, she makes her way over to it. Eyes hardened, expression stern. And she makes a motion for you to follow, and for one of you to open the latch on the window quickly, as she keeps her hand on her hip, ready to draw and strike if something is to occur.
Kodashi will do it.
Okay, sure. Kodashi, you gingerly... Kodashi, go ahead and make a stealth check for me.
Ooh, that's a new one.
Pretty good.
7 plus...
7's good.
What am I... Oh, is it just like a straight D20? There's no modifiers?
It's under Dex. I think stealth is there, right?
Yeah, you're right.
under
Okay,
Dex.
so 7 plus 1 is 8.
Okay, that's enough.
8 total.
You
Okay, cool.
gingerly make your way over to the window, and as soon as Hilda starts nodding, what Hilda is expecting, you're unsure. But the situation in front of you seems full of ire, as the very real possibility that your involvement in recent events, not even the guild hall could be a safe haven anymore. Your thoughts quicken as the 4 of you start to worry about the cloaked figures that Rosie saw. None of you are from Mondstadt. You would be easily recognizable as outsiders, but why would danger come and find you before you can follow this spiral of dramatic tension? Hilda nods, and Kodashi, you flip the latch in the window as it springs open. As the window slides open, a bundle of leather armor and dark hair tumbles in. The figure, sprightly in their movements, quickly springs to their feet and dusts themselves off. There, you see, slightly out of breath, sword at their hip, and handbook visible in their pockets, Maya, who I guess I don't have in this scene.
Oh, Maya.
Was she hiding outside the window and eavesdropping? That little shit?
And
Maya.
that's where we're going to take our bathroom break. We're going to take our quick 5 there.
Very Samwise. All right.
I'm just gonna
Okay.
spank her.
What?
Oh
What?
my god.
What? Huh?
Chat,
Naughty!
we are gonna take a quick 5-minute break. Don't touch that dial. We will be right back after our bathroom break to see what it do, Maya.
What it
And
What it do?
Baby boo.
we will be back real
Not
soon.
like that came in.
Grab those snacks, and we will see you very, very soon. BRB chat. Bye-bye.
Bye.
And we are back. Hello, everyone. Welcome back from the
Hello.
break. There are my players. Chats. Did we get some lovely snacks in there? I know we're recording this right before 4th of July, so there are fireworks going on. You won't be able to pick it up on the recording, but hopefully everyone is staying safe out there and not bombarded with a million explosions. So, what'd you say, Sleeps?
I don't even hear any.
We've got some snap, crackle, and popping over here.
Yeah,
Surprised we don't
really,
have any out there right now.
in the city.
It might be my
Yes.
earbuds.
Hi, Zan. Yes, hello. Hello to all of the lovely friends. Chat, if you are just joining us right now, welcome back to Change of Fate. We are here on episode 3 of Teyvat Travels. Don't worry, you haven't missed too much. We've had a couple of interesting dreams for Kodashi and Yue Ming so far, as they have reconvened with Hilda, who has finally told them that as part of her special task force, she needs them to investigate 3 robberies that have happened around the city of Mondstadt. Chat, you all voted as part of your interactiveness that they're going to go to the Vault, which is something that you guys named, which is a warehouse in the industrial north of Mondstadt. This is somewhere that the party has not been, nor has any affiliation with, but before they could leave, it seems that they had a bit of an eavesdropper, and that is where we're going to pick up, chat. Remember, if you always want to know how to interact with the stream, !donate, or just read down the channel point descriptions below. We love you. Enjoy. Okay. Oh, that's what I was supposed to do. I was supposed to fucking add her to this scene.
Maya.
Let me get her in here real quick. So
I
we
was
all.
literally
Yeah,
thinking
Maya.
the same thing, Mochi. I was like, it was a very Samwise Gamgee moment for her. To get on the heroes party.
I think, and correct me if I'm wrong, has chat seen Maya? I think it's a session 0 Maya,
It is
right?
a
I
It
think,
is
yeah,
session
session
zero.
0 alone.
Yeah.
Riku's
which
gotta say the thing.
Oh, Riku's gonna say the thing.
yeah, we'll give space for it. Here she is. There she is. Okay. Chat, there's Maya. If you don't know her, she's from Session 0. She's the NPC that the team saved as part of the tutorial. She's a wannabe knight. That's kind of all you need to know. Okay. As she dusts herself off, and she looks around, she says, "Oh, hey, guys! Fancy seeing you here. I was just, did you know these windows are, like, so dirty? In the Knight's Manual, Section 37, subsection B, it states that a knight must always be willing to keep their quarters orderly and well-kept. So, I was, kemping my wells and doing my nightly duties by this window." You see, you see Hilda's face go from stern to shocked, and then back to some level of annoyed? Maya, what are you? She starts. So, unrelated, but I heard about that robbery thing. Hilda, I can help. I've been reading the Knight's Investigation Manual. Chapter 4 covers forensic site assessment and evidence preservation, and I've memorized the... Hilda, who has her palms rubbing her eyes, interrupts. Maya, you're not assigned to this. You shouldn't even be here right now. Maya looks to the 4 of you to bail her out.
Kodashi is standing here with his arms crossed like Ryan is, and just very upset. He gives her a very disappointed look, and he just shakes his head and also goes like this, you know, similar to Hilda, and he says, Maya, 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 Maya. Did you not learn anything from that card I gave you? Do you even still have it?
Of course,
young lady.
Of course I do. I've been reading, and it's just I have so much assistance I could give. In an advisory capacity. Chapter 2 says the wise knight supplements force with knowledge.
Is there anything in
Maya-
that book about knights not eavesdropping?
Actually, yes. But
Yeah, that's what I thought.
I felt I should use my. She just kind of looks to Yue Ming and Dayu.
Maya, you scared me. You can't be doing that.
Maya, I applaud that you want to be a good knight, but that does not mean getting yourself involved in things that are not asked of you. That is just making unnecessary safety precautions that your fellow knights will have to deal with.
But I... And you see her look at all 5 of you, and Hilda just goes, Maya. And you see a face that only a mother would know of utter defeat rack Maya's face as her shoulders droop, her lips pout a little bit, and she looks defeated. And she says, right, I'll be over here then, if anyone needs knowledge. Sorry about the window again. And she goes and she sits over at a nearby table inside the guild, and she just slumps her head in her hands.
Is this a common occurrence, Hilda?
I could have stabbed her.
Please don't. She kind of rubs her head and she says, look, the kid has chutzpah. I'll give her that. But her problem is she rushes into everything head first. She doesn't take enough time to assess the situation, or she needs to trust her leadership. Understand that her talents are better used elsewhere. Because if she charges into everything just trying to help right off the bat, there are other people in need that she can't save. And she seemingly hasn't got that through her head yet, but she'll get over this in a few seconds when I tell her I have other commissions for her today. For now, we can trust that she's not going to talk to anyone about this because she honors the guild more than anything else. Well, that and becoming a knight.
Can I point something out, maybe?
Yes?
She's got a habit of putting her nose where it doesn't belong. So, like, what are the chances that she follows us and gets involved anyways?
Hilda
True.
legitimately laughs as you say this. She kind of... Yeah, well, and now you're starting to act like you've dealt with her for months. Look.
Feels like it.
Hilda's a good kid. If I tell her to stay put or she has other duties, she'll do them. She just tries to play her cards all up front. And as soon as she folds, she will give in. She's not going to follow you if I ask her not to. That said, I can't prevent her from expediting all of her other commissions so she can be on quote-unquote standby should you need assistance.
Kip and Maya, don't worry
Stand by
about
is
you.
fine. Fine. Stand by is fine as long as it's not actually necessary for her to come. Okay.
Yes, yeah. She kind of glances over at Maya and back to you guys, and she says, anyway, she's here, and granted, she does have quite a bit of knowledge about the city, but for now, have you guys decided the first place you're going to investigate?
I think we decided on the what was it called? The vault.
Yeah, that
Sounds
was
I
interesting.
think that going to the vault would be a good idea because it was the first instance of the robbery. So hopefully things are still present, and as we wait more and more time, things could just disappear. So we want to go there first to see if we can uncover anything before it disappears.
Yeah, that makes sense to me. All right, well, I'll tell you how to get there, and Hilda takes a couple minutes explaining where the warehouse actually is, how to get there by tracing it on the map, and you guys, unless there's anything else you need to ask her, you leave the guild and head to the vault.
Can I quickly, while we're headed out, Kodashi is going to go up to Maya.
Sure.
And just like sit down really quick and says, Maya,
Yes.
part of being an adventurer is creating your own opportunities, but also opportunities going to be handed to you just because you exist. Now, you can go out and create your own opportunities, but that means connecting with people, making bonds, doing all that kind of stuff. It's very important you reckon there are things you can do. And if you try to get into other things that maybe you can't do, you won't be able to provide the talents elsewhere. I know that's kind of confusing, but does that make sense?
Kodashi, roll me... This is an interesting one. Roll me just a persuasion check, I think. Ooh.
No, no.
Not the 2.
So
Oh.
2
Thank
plus
you.
1 plus 2.
Okay. 5
so
total.
5 total. 5 total.
She still looks dejected, and you don't know if it really sinks in, but she gives you a bit of a sad nod, and she goes, yeah, that makes sense. I feel like my efforts could be used for so much more, and, you know, if the knights can't recognize that, then, well, I'm at least hoping that Hilda can. Because otherwise I just feel useless. But I know, I get what you're saying. There's other things for me to do and use them. Someday I want to be in the big leagues, you know? And I feel like I have that capability.
Can you Aiming come in there and also
Yeah.
after Kodashi finishes his sentence, but she wants to talk to her about something too.
Maya, while we're gone, I want you to think about where that feeling is coming from. What part of you is telling you that you're worth? Is it the knights? Is it Hilda? Are they really saying to you, are you, Maya, you're worthless? Or is that coming from somewhere deeper inside?
She thinks for a moment. Wow, are you my therapist? You, I mean, you'd like to come over? Yeah.
She's gonna kind of kneel down to get like in kid level, eye to eye with her,
Sure.
since she's so tall. And say, look, I understand that you want to help and you're coming from a good place. But I want you to keep one thing in mind. Being a fancy knight or a hero or anything like that comes with a lot of pressure. And it has a lot of sacrifices that you need to give and also lots of consequences. Really think about what you're asking and what you're wanting.
She looks at you earnestly in the eyes, Yue Ming, as there's a bit of confusion that kind of glazes over her eyes. As to her, she legitimately thinks the simplest thing in the world is to just want to do. But, you both kind of offer her this wisdom here, and she kind of squirms a little bit, but she's like, yeah, I don't know. I mean, I'll think about it. I know I'm good for more, so I hope I can show you guys that someday too. I still owe you for saving my butt, she says.
Oh. You can just make me a hot chocolate and we'll be square.
Her eyes widen like you've just given her a quest. And she salutes and she goes, 1 hot chocolate for Miss Yue Ming coming right up, Hilda! I have a mission. And she stands up and she sprints out of the Adventurers Guild.
So that means she's gonna come try and find you after... Never mind.
I'm sorry, I tried.
Oh, man. Hilda just kind of chuckles underneath her breath and she says, more patience than I have, that's for sure. All right. So, Dayu, did you want to do something on the way? You started to talk as well.
No, that's all right.
Okay. You guys make your way to the vault. It's a bit of a cloudy day in Mondstadt today. The wind is quite excessive as it's blowing through the cobbled streets. You pass by a couple of villagers on your way to the industrial district as marked on the map. And eventually, you come upon a sort of rather large stone building that looks a little something. Which is this. We're going to the warehouse first. Here we go. Okay. Here we are.
Also, are we back up to normal HP after that sleep?
Yes, I said. Yeah, everything's back to default after sleep. Yes.
Okay, I thought so. I couldn't remember.
Yes.
Okay.
Let me just. Which one was the default? This one. Yes. Okay.
Mondstadt City
I know.
music.
We love the Mondstadt
So
music.
good.
This can only go well. Exactly. Okay. Not too far from Mondstadt's northern quarter sits the more industrial side of the city. Buildings for storage and for production line in semi-quiet rows, and although there is still a lackadaisical vibe in the cloudy air, it is definitely calmer than the hustle and bustle of the downtown market you visited only yesterday. Somewhere along this line of buildings sits the warehouse that Hilda told you was robbed a few weeks ago. The vault. As the four of you come upon it where it is marked on the map, you see it. It is a rather large, not quite imposing, but fortified-looking building with a couple of wooden doors. And you do see a man sort of in a white-collared shirt standing outside in front of it right now as he's writing a couple things down on a clipboard. And yeah, you're pretty close to the city wall. You can see where it is on the map in that little handout, but it's pretty north of the city, and just to the east is the cathedral. Like, maybe 40 feet away are the steps to the cathedral. So you're pretty close. Yeah, you guys come up upon the vaults. Kodashi's questions ring in all of your ears. Hilda has tasked you all with seeing if the 3 robberies are related. You'll get 100 more for thoroughly investigating all 3 locations. And if you can actually find out who or why these robberies took place, she'll give you a bonus 300 mora. And she wants this done quietly before the Leeway Mondstadt Trade Parade. And with that, quests start. What are you guys going to do?
Should we split up or
Question for DM.
Sure.
Is this like a warehouse that has been like there hasn't been activity since, like people working for or from it haven't like touched it since the robbery, basically?
That's something you'd have to ask someone who works there.
Okay. Well, are there people around like working?
Yeah, that's what I said. There's someone right now right outside the warehouse. You're not in it, so you can't see if there's like people sorting. But Hilda also didn't give you the impression that like it was under quarantine.
Yeah.
Okay.
Got it.
Like
they're
police lines
functioning
and
like
everything.
normal
Right.
again?
Right.
Yeah. Okay. Cool.
I don't think we
Excuse me.
should split up like 4 ways. I think we
Maybe
can
2 and 2.
Yeah, I think Dayu would be the one to approach the person who's working and just say, "Hello, we were here to on commission to investigate the robbery that happened
You
recently."
walk up to this man and say this?
Yeah.
Sure. Chat, free ask. Give me a name of this man. Who is the warehouse worker here? You can just shout him out. Give me a fun name that I can use. You don't have to redeem name something. This is just a simple warehouse worker. Go ahead.
It's Aerith.
Stop using Aerith. It's Ryden, Bob, nice, okay, Methos, Raven Gray, Broggerbood, perfect, thank you, Brick Brigand. John Worker is pretty good. Craven the Worker. That's a little on the nose, but Bo, I like. Yeah, all right, we'll do Craven. Craven the warehouse worker. Dayu, you walk up and say what you said again to the worker.
Hello. We're here on commission to investigate the robbery that happened recently here.
He looks up from his clipboard. You can see that he has like sort of windswept, dirty blonde hair. He's wearing this white collared shirt, just a pair of slacks down. He looks up at you, a bit of scruff, and he goes,
Oh, well, thank you very much for coming on such, well, I'd say short notice, but it's been a couple of weeks here. Are you with the Knights again, or are you with the Adventurers Guild?
We're on commission by the guild.
Ah, finally. Someone who actually wants to find my stock instead of filling out forms about it. The Knights already sent 2 officers. They measured the door, they measured the windows, they wrote down that the door and windows had been measured, and then they left.
That sounds
Useful.
frustrating.
Yeah, you're telling me. Look, all I want is this sorted and whoever robbed my warehouse behind bars. That's it. So anything I can do to assist... Oh, yeah, can I see that official commission paper just to make sure you guys are legit?
Kodashi steps up and
Sure.
provides
Okay.
it.
yeah, he sort of squints at it for a second, and he's like,
Looks good to me. So, what questions do you have for me? Like you already know and said, yeah, our place was robbed a couple of weeks ago. Some expensive stuff was taken, and no one's caught the perps yet.
Do you have any sort of itinerary of the things that you noticed were missing?
Oh, yeah, of course. Hold on. And he sort of flips through some of the pages on his clipboard, and there's one that's sort of been circled a couple times in red. And he says, it's the same thing I told the knights, and it's rather weird. This warehouse has a lot of materials, stuff used for crafting. Things like making candles, at the mundane, all the way to the magical, like brewing potions. We don't really house exotic ingredients here, nothing that would be volatile, well, at least not unless agitated, but we do have expensive things, large shipments that come in from places like Leeway, and when that stock goes missing, well, it's on our ass. And he continues and he says, here's the weird part. We have some really valuable stuff in here, but the robbers only took one thing. And mind you, not one item, a whole lot of that one item, but there were more valuable things nearby. So it really perplexed me and seemingly the knights of why they would go for this. And to answer your question, sorry, what did you say your name was? He kind of looks at you, Dayu.
She bows very respectfully and says, "My name is Shi Dayu."
Oh, Dayu. The name's Craven. Pleasure to meet you all.
You have
yeah.
a very nice voice, Craven.
Thank you. I've been told that a lot. I've been considering getting into ASMR.
Dreaming.
Yes.
Yeah.
Well, we'll see in a couple hundred years.
And what were those things that were taken, Craven?
It was just a full crate of energy nectar.
I see.
Now, you
Energy
guys
nectar.
would know this. All of you would know this, even if you're not potion brewers. Energy nectar is a byproduct of extracting from whopper flowers. Yes. Whopper flowers are natural flower-like enemies in the world of Teyvat. Although energy nectar is actually quite a high-end resource to get from them.
It really is.
Fucking hate Whopper flowers.
So many characters fucking need it. Like, I remember when I was
Yeah.
building Sucrose, and I was like, I hate fighting these things because they
Yeah.
have elemental resistance, period. It doesn't matter if you're a
to
cryo Whopper flower or
everything.
pyro.
That's right.
It's, ugh.
Yep.
All my friends hate Whopper flowers.
Yes.
Yes. Yeah.
So when he says energy nectar, you guys all have a vague idea of like what that is, even if you don't know what it's used for.
Right. Yeah.
Dayu will. She's like, mentally writing this down in her head, and she says, "Huh. Strange that they would take so much of just one thing when there's so much expensive ware in here. I wonder if it relates to the fact that they also stole from places where they could get other alchemy materials."
He kind of shakes his head for a second, and he goes, other robberies? I don't think anything else in the industrial district was robbed.
No matter. I'm just thinking out loud.
Right.
I think it has something to do with what I'm trying to say is that it doesn't sound like they're after money. It sounds like they're after whatever this Whopper flower does for their greater plan.
Energy nectar is a pretty...
Sorry, that's what I meant.
Yeah. No, I know. Energy nectar is a pretty potent resource. Alchemists from all over use it for, unfortunately, a wide variety of things. That's why we usually stock so much of it. You can't really narrow down any specific crafting reagents because pretty much all alchemy recipes require it.
Yes, I think it's up to us to figure out what alchemy potion they're brewing.
He looks at Yueming and Riku and Kodashi as well behind Dayu and says, you lot have any other questions? Anything else I can answer to help? Yeah, you're welcome to take a look around inside if you think it'd help.
Oh,
Yeah,
Can
I
we,
was-
can we see where they took
Yeah.
it from?
That's,
yeah,
that
of course.
That's what I was gonna ask too.
I do have questions for Craven myself, though.
Yeah,
Before we kind of move into.
I'll say,
Yes.
sort of, as he starts opening the doors, you can walk and talk if you want to ask him.
Okay. Yeah. Of course, I forgot what I was gonna say.
That's okay.
Hold on a second. Craven, was it?
That's my name.
What do we know? What the energy nectar was stolen, or what the security is like around here? At the time it was stolen.
Well, that's the thing. Sorry, I'm a man of names. Yours was
Kodashi Pepandro.
Kodashi Pepandro. Thank you. Yeah, that's the thing, Kodashi. It's not like we have the highest end security measures like we're a frickin' Leeway Vault or something. You know, this is Mondstadt, for crying out loud. We don't exactly see a lot of robberies on the daily. But I can assure you that the entire outside of the building, there are 3 entrances to get in, were all locked up that night that it was stolen.
How many workers do you employ?
Well, it's a lot of volunteer work. Most of it's just heavy lifting, offloading things from the merchants that we get in from Leeway and some inventory management, so not usually more than 4.
Okay.
And how long have you been working? And what's your position?
Technically this warehouse is under my name. I work for the common of the city. I've been in charge of this warehouse for a couple of years now.
Okay. Thank you, Craven.
Oh, yes. And he undoes this big wooden latch that was padlocked on the front door. And as he slides it open, there's a bit of dust that sort of kicks up. And you guys are led to the inside of the warehouse.
Okay.
It's pretty dusty in here, and there are
Ugh.
crates on crates on crates. There are, like, long metallic shelves just holding up various crates, all over the place. It's pretty big. This is not a small building. And he says, yeah, so, here it is, the vault, as it's colloquially known. We store pretty much the rarest end materials in Mondstadt, except for some private collections from alchemists and other strange merchants. But as you can see, it's all inventoried, and he kind of motions with his hand around to, like, a lot of the other, shelves. And you can see, like, little, tags of, stuff that says, like, slime secretions, and, like, other materials and stuff like that. And yeah, he just sort of, like, motions around the room.
Okay.
Did they ruffle through anything else, or did they just go straight for the nectar?
Well, and your name, ma'am?
Oh, Riku.
Riku. That's a nice name. No,
Thank you.
As far... here's the thing, ma'am. Me and my boys, we're not detectives by any stretch of the word, which is why I asked the knights to send someone who was. But apparently they have their own matters going on right now, so I don't rightfully know. You're welcome to look around. I'll show you where the energy nectar was stolen from, but at least at first glance, we couldn't see anything else disrupted around here. It was just this one crate that's missing.
Like,
Okay,
I know
well,
where it was.
I'm no detective, but I am nosy, so hopefully we'll figure it out.
He leads the 4 of you back a couple of shelves, and you notice that it's quite deep in the warehouse that you have to go, but he did mention there were 3 entrances to this warehouse. And if you look up, just like the picture in Alchemy, there are, like, barred windows, like you saw from the outside, maybe 16 or so feet off the ground, that let a little bit of sunlight, natural light in here. There's no electricity or anything.
Yeah.
And towards the back of the warehouse, he takes you to the shelf, which, to answer your original question, Ivy, does still look untouched. You can clearly see there's a couple of boxes, like, around, but there's very severely a giant hole where there should be another crate on this shelf. And you can read a little sign that says Energy Nectar.
Kip, what is the floor made?
Excellent question. It is made of some kind of stone material, maybe slate.
Okay.
It's not quite like smooth dirt, but it's certainly not like wooded planks or anything. It's like a slatey kind of
Right.
cobblestone.
What? What are you two doing?
Ivy's reaction.
As soon as
Anything
said
made of stone, I'm sniffing it.
Oh, okay.
Little hound dog.
It's it's really dusty. You probably don't sniff.
Yeah,
the
probably don't
dust.
sniff.
I just wanted to make sure that it wasn't like sand where they
Yep.
could like dig a hole.
Sure.
You know.
Yeah.
Yep.
So okay. So it's like slate. Got it.
Yep.
All right, thank you.
Craven just motions to the big hole and says, this is where the crate was. A whole crate full of energy nectar. If I had to wager, it'd probably something like 60 vials in there.
Excuse me. How much does 60 vials worth weigh?
How much does it weigh? Well, luckily the liquid is pretty light, especially when stored properly, so, I don't know, it couldn't have weighed more than 35, 40 pounds.
Okay, so it'd be easy to lift then.
And
Okay.
Yeah.
he says, and before you ask, because I know you will, and it's part of the investigation, that crate was worth around 3,000 mora.
Oh, that's a
Right.
lot.
Okay.
Yue Ming kind of feels faint for a sec.
He did say though there's other things that are more
That's
expensive.
correct.
Yeah,
So I think
it's-
we're learning
It's
that
definitely it was stolen for its specific properties
Correct.
and not
Yeah.
because
yeah,
they
I
needed
think
to sell it.
we're pretty that fact.
Yeah, pretty confident.
Yeah, what's up, Hana?
A question. Do we have elemental sight?
Not yet. Not yet.
You have to level up.
I know, you gotta level up.
Yeah.
Dang it,
We
I
do
want-
have resonance. We do have resonance though.
Yeah, you do.
That we
Yeah.
can
Kashi
work
always tells me
so.
when I can't find something in Genshin to use elemental sight. and I can't
She
use it
is
right
right.
now.
Well,
Because-
to be fair, as
yeah.
Kashi said, you can make a resonance check, like Dayu did in the alleyway,
Yeah.
just to see if you feel any elements. You just won't be able to see any traces.
Right.
What does Craven have anything else he wants to say?
No, Craven just kind of looks at you and goes,
Okay.
well, I think I've given you all the information. I'm gonna stick out front, waiting for a...
Wait.
oh, yes?
Do you have a map of the layout, or could you tell us where the other entrances are of this place? You
Oh.
said there were 3?
Yeah, he kind of points them out. For simplicity's sake, you guys came in from, like, the front of the building. There's a loading door in the back of the building, like, opposite. You could walk straight through from the front to the back. And then there's a side, like, clientele door that's just small. It's like a small wooden door that leads out into the alley between the two buildings.
Okay.
East or west?
West.
Okay.
Actually, hold on. East or west, from the way you went in, it would be east. It would be
Yeah, so,
towards
like-
the cathedral.
okay.
Yes.
Okay.
Okay. What is the closest door to our location? That's what I'm
Right
wondering.
where you are right now, I definitely not the front one.
Yeah.
It's a bit of a toss-up, but, like, you're kind of equidistant between that giant, like, wooden back loading door and the client door, which is just off in the eastern corner.
Yeah.
Mhm.
Well, with
Okay.
what they were taking, it's if they did come through a door, it's so less likely that they would go through a loading door. Like they could just use the small
That
one.
would also make a lot of noise.
Yeah.
Yeah. Is the loading door, is it like 2 big double doors? Can we see that? Or
Yeah, it's kind of like the open door at the front. It is 2 big double doors, and you can see that there is, like, a latch that closes from the inside. And at this, just because you guys are getting to this point, we can move to the investigation part. I'll just have
yeah.
our boy stand outside, because he's got to go outside.
Like wait then.
Yes.
Sounds good.
Craven says, let me know if you have any other questions. God, I'm sweltering in here. It's hot. And he
Okay.
turns around and he walks outside. And he leaves you guys to investigate the inside of the warehouse. He saw your
Oh,
official
yeah?
papers. He trusts you guys. Same as Rosie's. You guys can look for physical clues. You've already learned, I will just say, pretty much everything verbal you can from this guy.
Right. Yeah. figured as
so-
much.
From now on,
Okay.
it's going to be up to your investigations. So what would each of you like to look for?
Can I ask a general question before we
Yeah.
start?
Mhm.
Are there any like other people in this warehouse working?
Not that you can see. You can't see or hear anyone else in here right now.
Okay.
Is
I think
anyone else
before-
in here?
Kotachi yells. There's a slight echo, but there's no response.
Okay.
I think because my train of thought there, outside the party, is that how did they know where just one very specific thing was
Yeah.
to steal
Mhm.
if they hadn't
mean,
been
it-
in there to know where it was, you know?
It was labeled. So
Yeah, but like
Yeah, but there's a lot of
One
like
box with all
rows of stuff,
boxes.
and like you have to come up to it to see.
right, like
I
they
don't
had
think
to
there's any
search this
labels on like the
entire-
end caps or anything. Like
I don't know.
I mean, maybe it could have been multiple people. I mean, I feel like it'd be pretty like 2 or 3 people searching the
Yeah.
warehouse,
Yeah.
box, getting out of there.
Yeah.
some white
Um,
mages.
I'm
Yeah.
watching these guys.
Well,
Alright.
Mhm.
just to go down the list, Yue Ming, what do you think you would be
Oh.
doing or looking for in this investigation?
I think she's going to investigate like try to figure out how they got in. So she's gonna go look at the loading dock door first.
Sure. Okay.
To see
I'm
if they
gonna.
broke in through there.
Okay. If you're gonna see if anyone broke through there, I think that's a really good idea. I'm gonna need you to make a deftness check. to use your hands, test the door, and see if any of the locks or anything have been altered. Dayu, while she's doing that, what would you like to do?
I'm gonna investigate the spot that the box was to see if
On
there's
the
any
shelf?
like disturbance on the shelf in the dust because this place is very dusty.
Very
so
dusty.
Very dusty.
footprints, fingerprints, anything like that.
Okay. From you, I will need a methodology check. Kodashi, what are you looking for?
Kodashi's actually going to go back outside.
Okay.
And check the western door. Western as in like the side door closest to
the side one.
cathedral.
Okay, yep.
Yeah,
gotcha.
the side one.
I will
I'm
hold
just
on to
gonna,
that, Yueming. Or Dayu.
Look for any markings or anything if the lock had been tampered with, anything like that.
Yep, a deafness check from you too. And Riku, from you.
Sleepy.
Well,
I'm
yeah,
trying to think.
what's left.
Yeah, because you guys went to all the things that I was going to go
I mean,
to.
you could
So
do some sort of
Kodashi's
resonance
on the
check.
outside of the door, right?
Correct. Yes, I'm on
I
the
think
outside.
Riku's going to go to the inside of that door.
Okay. What do you want to look for?
I think she's going to look for any like disturbances like with the locking system or the frame or anything like that. See if there's any evidence of like a forceful opening or anything.
In that case, same with you, a deafness check.
Damn, I should have done that. I have plus
Oh.
one.
It'll be good. It's dexterity
Kip,
for that one.
Yeah.
I want to ask you one thing really quick.
Yeah.
About like the inside. Are there like catwalks at all? Like for them to places?
Yeah, kinda. Like, it does look like in a library when you have those sort of rolling ladders that you can step on to sort of get up high and push around. I wouldn't say there's necessarily like wooden lattices to walk between the shelves up high.
Okay.
But there are sort of like iron beams that are suspending, the ceiling. And there are wooden ladders that would allow you to climb and load. It's just a little precarious.
Okay. Perfect.
I'll just start at the top and go down. Yueming with the big loading door. What was your total there? 10. Was that a nat crit?
That's a crit, yeah.
It was
Nice.
great.
Okay.
I have 0 in dexterity. So
Yueming.
10.
It was
As you investigate this door, you use your strong, rippling, milk-fueled muscles, and you pull on the sort of wooden crossbeam that's closing this loading door. It is heavier than you expected. In fact, even with your strength, it feels a little awkward to do with just one person. It feels like if you were to open this, you would need someone almost on the other side of it to shunt the weight as you pivot it upwards so then you could swing the doors open. Although, also to that point, you don't see any scuff marks, no chipped wood. There's no evidence that any part of this door was splintered or broken in any way. In fact, it looks rather dusty.
She's trying to dust it off on her skirt.
Sure. Dayu, what was your
6.
6 total? And that was for your which one was that? Methodology?
Methodology.
Okay. And you were looking at the shelf, right?
Yeah, for like disturbances in the dust and around it.
It's clean. There's no trace of a shattered vial. I mean, your brain thinks for a second, well, duh, like maybe if anything broke or there were evidence of like breakages, Craven might have cleaned it up, but there aren't any, even like micro glass splinters that you can see as you sort of like run your hand along the shelves, feeling as you do for stones. You can't feel any shards of glass. It doesn't look like anything was scuffed or anything. If a box was removed, it was clean. It was deliberate. And there was no amount of mess. And if there was, it's been cleaned.
Okay.
I will say, as you're looking at the shelf as well, Dayu, as you're kind of like tracing your hands, literally to the left of you is a box that is labeled Vajrata Jade. And you know that is arguably more expensive than you would know. Now, I will say it's not the Chen Yu Veil Jade by any stretch of the word. But it is a sort of type of jade stone that our hound dog is drawn to. And you know that is, in that quantity, would be way more expensive than the energy nectar.
Okay.
Kodashi.
Seven.
Nice. You from outside the door, you take a little look around, again, looking for sort of scuff marks or anything like that with a 7 and your deafness. You're, again, doing the same thing that Riku's doing on the other side. So I'll say, Riku, what's your number at the same time? What'd you get?
I got a 7 plus 3.
Whoa! All right.
Dirty 10.
Okay.
10. That's a...
Riku loves her dexterity.
In that case, I will say, as both of you are sort of playing with either side of this door, just like Yue Ming, there is no sign of a forced entry, no splintered wood. And although this doesn't have the giant sort of wooden barricade, there is a rather rudimentary iron locking mechanism, like a hook that latches on the inside, Riku, where you are. You give it a little, like, flick with your hand. It feels sturdy in place, and it doesn't look like it's been replaced anytime recently. And Kodashi, from the outside, the door handle is, it's smooth. It's not like it squeaks or makes a lot of noise. Nothing feels bent or out of shape or forced. And you kind of swing the door open. Riku holds it from the other side. Your eyes kind of meet, and you both shrug. It looks fine, intact, and no signs of anything.
Guys, this might be an inside job.
I mean, that's what I was thinking first, but now
Like, how'd they get in?
There must be a second way up. Like, I
We haven't
wonder if
checked the
they
front
came
door.
in from the if they came in from the ceiling.
That's what I'm thinking. Well, like
I'm about to look
Mission Impossible
Yeah,
side.
no,
I'm
I'm,
Look
I'm
up,
literally
like,
coming down and grabbing
Okay,
it.
yeah. Yeah, I mean,
the
that
claw
might be an
machine.
option.
It's not heavy.
The
claw.
In unison. Wow, that was, someone clipped that. That's incredible.
Yeah, no, honestly, Ivy, that might also be an option.
Can I, as a secondary action, look up as I realize that, like, it's not been touched, like, weirdly?
What's not been touched?
Like, the dust is not disturbed, the everything around it isn't
Yeah,
disturbed.
on the shelves, the shelf is clean. Like I said, like, it doesn't look like anything was out of place or broken on the shelf. And yeah, I mean, you sort of look around you at this, and you sort of pan your vision upwards. And like I said, I mean, there are lots of windows that look into here. There are those iron bars that kind of like holds up in the ceiling. I am going to go through another round, though, because this is how investigations work. So Yue Ming, Kodashi, Riku, Dayu, you all reconvene around Dayu and the missing crate. What do you share with each other?
There's nothing at that door.
That door is so heavy. If they came through there, which I highly doubt because it looks fine, that would have been at least a 2-person job.
Yeah.
And
Our
even
door
for my
was-
standards.
No, you go first, Kosh. Go ahead.
Okay. Riku and I examined that. Seems no foul play involved, and it's either an inside job or they found some other way in. I know we haven't checked the front door yet, but we're kind of running out of options for entrances if it was a forced entry.
Yeah. I agree. I think our options here are either that it was an inside job or that they found a different entryway, because this just does not look disturbed at all. And I think my hunch was correct. Right next to it is one of the most rare pieces of stone you could find in Liyue. If they were looking for money alone, they would have taken this instead. I think they took this for a very specific reason.
All right.
Okay.
I don't know, like, how your abilities work or whatever. But, like, I don't know. Sometimes when I, like, see fire, it, like, I don't know. We, like, kind of talk to each other. I don't know if that makes sense. But, like,
Fire.
do you, like, feel anything from the stone or whatever it was that you found from Liyue?
Well, I haven't touched it yet.
Excuse me.
I do understand what you're saying, because when I walk on the ground, she points down and she's shoeless, and She says, I walk upon the ground to feel it, to feel vibrations and energy. So I understand what you're saying.
Ooh, that's why you don't wear shoes?
Yes.
Because
I thought you had athlete's
Yueming
foot.
also doesn't wear shoes. She just kind of has like some wraps on her feet.
Yeah,
so
same.
she's like, that's an interest. Oh, that's not.
You don't want to
okay.
see Kodashi's feet.
I assume all vision
The claw-
bearers have some sort of affluence to their element. You know, if
I mean,
you
I kind of
glance
figured,
at
but like,
Higashiki,
I don't know.
Maybe
I don't want to assume things about people.
That's okay.
I
we
don't
can all talk
know.
about our weird things.
I mean, like I got struck by lightning once, but I don't think that's.
Oh my goodness.
I don't think that's the same
Is-
thing.
Is that why your hair is like that, Yueming?
Oh,
a
that's
hard
long
question.
Conversation. I'm gonna try to go up here. Maybe there's something up, and like maybe they came down. She's gonna start like going
Right.
towards the ceiling, and
Right.
Yeah.
I'm trying to figure out maybe they came in through the ceiling.
Okay.
Well, we'll circle back to that. Go ahead.
Yeah.
Oh my god. All right, round 2. Your clues thus far, you've sort of grouped together that all of the doors at least seem intact and untouched.
Yeah.
And the only other thing that has been found is Dayu did determine there was no mess left. It seemed very clean, and there were more expensive materials nearby. Second round of investigation. This is probably going to be the last round. Yueming, you'll tell us what you're going to look for. Same with Dayu, Kodashi, and Riku. So again, plan your ideas accordingly here. Yueming, what would you like to do for your investigation?
I kind of wanted to see if there was any way they came in through the ceiling.
Mhm.
I don't know if there's a skylight like there is in the picture.
Yeah, there is.
As much as I would love for her to let her climb up to see if she can see anything, that's probably not the best option for her. She might fall. So, she's just gonna try to her best to look from the ground. Maybe like get on top of some taller boxes or something.
You want to look to see if there is any like entry point from up top?
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. Why don't you give me just a methodology check?
Okay.
Dayu, what are you doing?
I think inspired by what Riku said,
Mhm.
she'd probably, get lower on the ground, check under the scaffolding and like the slate that's at the bottom, try to
Interesting.
resonate with it and see if it has left any traces of disturbance. I know it's been a week,
Okay.
or longer.
The longer,
even.
3 weeks.
But maybe by doing so, she can like feel the cracks in it, or like some sort of hole that they might have crawled through.
Okay.
Little rats.
Specifically trying to resonate with the stone, yes?
Yes, just
Okay.
to see if the stone speaks back to her.
Yeah, that
as Riku says.
that is a resonance check. I'll just need a resonance
Okay.
check from you. Kodashi, what about you?
Yeah. Can Kodashi go outside?
Yeah.
Scale the side of the building and go to the skylight and see if there's any residue from the energy nectar, because it is related to a wampa flower, which is kind of like a plant
Sure.
combo. I feel like Kodashi would be able to resonate with any residue slightly left behind by the energy nectar, and there was a lot of it, so I feel like it would still somewhat be there because of how much there was. So he's gonna see if there's anything outside through that skylight that they removed it or something. Just examining the roofs and
Yeah.
specifically kind of that area as well.
Yeah, you can try. That it's a fair guess.
Okay.
Like you said, you don't know if that is apt, but yeah,
Yep.
you can head outside the back of the building so no one really spots as you
Yeah.
clamber up. You get it in time. You eventually make it to the top. And if you're gonna do the same thing, then I'll need a resonance check from you.
Okay.
And Riku, as your friends scatter to the winds, what are you doing?
Oh god, I'm trying to think of what else there is for her to look at.
It's pretty good. That's pretty good.
Party members, do you have any ideas?
Chat, can you re-roll?
Did you get a 2?
You got it
Yeah, you
too.
got it.
Wait,
Two.
did you
Oh.
add
Wait.
your +1, sweetie, from Snow earlier?
Yes, that's a 3.
Okay.
Oh no. Do you want
Yeah,
me
my
to
plus
like
one was from 4.
pick you up on my shoulders and so you can see up a little bit
Well,
higher?
She's
Since
checking the
that-
stone.
Talking to
Since
Riku.
feels
You're-
dangerous.
Oh, I see.
Since people are going
Um,
around, is there? I just want to say this as Dayu to Riku. Do you have any thoughts on who these people might be?
I don't know. Like, to me, it's kind of giving inside job, but it's just weird that there's no evidence of anything, you know?
Right. I think it could go one of two ways. I think that it was an inside job, or Hilda's hunch is correct, and these are all intertwined. Now, if they
Intertwined
are intertwined, these white cloaked figures, where did we find them? Where are they from? The only thing that I can think of is when I think of white robes of Mondstadt, I think of, and Archon smite me if I'm wrong, but maybe the church.
Oh.
Which one? Which one?
Tana's scared it's her church.
Yeah, she's a little like
I know.
The
one.
Well,
the
one that's
Mondstadt
right
church,
next
honey.
door, it just feels
That's a oh.
that is a church. Yes.
And the eastern door is right by the church.
I know, and I don't want to
They would-
assume anything because
would
that
let
just
them
makes an
in
asset
just-
of you and me. But I'm just speaking out loud because I think about these things often, and I don't want us to be turned around in the wrong direction.
I mean, Kodashi's already on the fucking roof. So
I know, yeah. I'm just like trying to say things in your ear that might inspire you to look somewhere, but
Now that's fair.
I don't know.
Hmm.
Church. They would okay. So if say holy man comes into her place and he says, "I'm going to have questions," or just couldn't he come in free will and all of that, and they would just let him in and
Unless
I don't
stealing would tamper his
trustworthy.
image.
people. Yeah. Well,
I have no idea. That's just
I
me
don't know.
talking out loud. Also,
Um,
I just want to point this out as out of character. The fact that Yue Ming is talking to us while she's like climbing.
Well, she decided not to climb.
Okay,
she's
I was
just on, like,
imagining,
she's
like
just-
spider manning.
No.
no,
like,
she's
yeah,
not all the
casual
way up
conversation.
there. She's a rock climber, but not a box climber. So she's just
Yeah,
kind of
that's
like on
fair.
top of some of them, trying to look up.
Gotcha.
Well,
Um,
I will offer this as well
sleepy.
real quick. Dayu did only roll a 3 with the resonance check. I won't say yet if that's a success or fail, but you have sort of investigated the stone around here, you investigated the shelf, and you've investigated the doors. Sleepy, what would you like to assist or do?
I think that Riku will probably stay where
Mhm.
the box was.
Okay.
And see if she recognizes any sort of like different energy coming from that area.
Also,
So,
okay.
Also resonance.
Okay.
Roll a resonance as well. Triple resonance. I will go down the line, Yue Ming, as you were looking for any sort of imperfections or security breaches up top. Your methodology check, what was the total?
11.
11! From where you're standing, Yue Ming, as you look up to the skylights and the iron bars, it's possible that someone could, like, Spider-Man across, but they're so thin and in a way that it would require great acrobatics to go from down to up to out of one of the windows. And of course, you're not touching the windows right now, but they also look pretty darn secure. There's like a metal lattice running between them, so either you'd have to remove the whole pane or you'd kind of have to smash part of it. And all of the windows look intact from where you are. So it's not out of the question, but it would require a great feat of some uplifting thing to get it off of the ground and then out somewhere. As for Dayu and Riku, I'll do yours sort of last here. Kodashi, climbing outside, what did you get?
I think it was a 9 plus 0. Yeah, 9
Okay.
plus 0.
That's pretty good. Yeah, you make it towards sort of lower part of the roof as you're kind of sniffing around and seeing, once again, if you can tune with your vision to see if there's any traces of specifically Dendro. That's kind of what each person's resonance allows them to do. And if you're seeing if there's any sort of elemental disturbances, again, without elemental sight, you certainly can't see a trail, but you could at least feel if maybe there was something in the area that felt a little elemental out of whack. But sitting up on the roof, you don't feel anything. There's no traces, there's no disturbances, there's no whiff of Dendro.
Okay.
And as for Dayu and Riku, Dayu, your total was 3, yes, without a chat reroll.
3.
And Riku,
Yeah.
what was your total?
8.
8. Okay. Dayu, you say these things, and Riku kind of sits next to you as you're sort of rubbing your hands over the slate on the ground. And Riku, you do the same thing. You kind of mimic Dayu's motions as you're trying to trace for any sort of
Hi.
elemental inferences. Dayu, you're an expert at stone. And as you feel it, it's cold and unfamiliar to you, this type of slate. And it's actually a lot harder to tell with all of the dust in here if the imperfections left could be dusty footprints or just simply collected dust, because it's been 3 weeks. So it's really hard to tell if anything has shifted. There's no memories in the stone that you can tell. And for Riku, similar situation. You're trying to feel out for any extra resonance to see if there's any kind of elemental shifts around. And you do feel something, Riku. Not particularly pyro, just some kind of elemental pressure in the air. And it's coming close to where Dayu is, but maybe a couple of shelves behind Dayu.
Windshaft?
Interesting.
She's gonna like
shaft.
Windshaft. Like a
A shaft of
like
wind.
a vent?
Yeah.
Oh, yeah, okay.
So Riku, from where she's like crouched on the ground, she's gonna like perk up really quick and
Yeah. What you got, girl?
like look at Dayu and be like, Dayu,
Yes?
I think I feel something, but it's like over there. And she points behind her. She's like, not here, which is really weird because it was taken from here, but maybe we should double check over there.
Okay. Will our DM allow us a third action?
Yes, you've collected. This is Sleepy's clue, so
Yes.
Yeah.
So Riku's gonna walk on over to like
With-
where she
I'm
felt it coming
just
from.
imagining Shaggy and Scooby Doo. Like
And,
Yes.
she's gonna
Scooby Doo.
as she is not someone who likes physical touch, she is going to grab Dayu by the wrist and like pull her with her.
Okay.
Damn.
We're going. She
you
found something. She found something.
Oh, okay. Okay. Just start walking over there, climb down from the box.
the the two of you, Sans, Kodashi, and before Yuemin can get to you, round the corner where the shelves are. As you do, the slate, the ground here is uneven. Almost like a lump has formed in the ground, like an extrusion. You're muted if you're talking, hun.
No, I'm not.
Okay, I see.
I don't want to talk over you, so I'm mouthing.
That's what you guys see.
Dayu, look.
Think this may be where they came from.
And
Where is Kodashi?
with that, I need the two of you to roll initiative.
Oh no!
To you and
Please.
As the two of you get close enough to this, the extrusions begin to rumble, and as they continue to rumble, you watch as they splurt out of the ground, and you watch 3 Geoslimes come out of the ground.
Oh, slimes!
That are, yep,
Oh no!
You fucker.
that are
All right.
Oh my god.
in the ground right next to you.
Somebody literally
can I
said
come down
earlier,
from the
too-
roof, please?
Somebody
Uh,
literally said, "If what if something came through the ground or something like that?" So rude.
I will say we need to open tabletop, and that might
We
take
will.
us a second here.
Yes, chat.
Sorry.
We are gonna have to do that.
I
We-
did not pull up tabletop.
No, that's okay.
That's okay.
We're gonna take a little pause here, chats, as we take in what just happened, and we're gonna open tabletop sim.
Phil.
Unfortunately, it is just Riku and I. I'm
Correct.
so
You
glad
too.
that you grabbed my arm because I imagine if you had to do this alone.
Yeah, Kip, are we able to enter combat at
You,
all?
if Kodashi, I will say it's gonna be hard for you because you will take a couple rounds coming out from the roof. Yue
Yeah.
Ming, you will, just not first round. Kodashi, if it goes long enough, yes, but unfortunately, wrong place, wrong time.
Yeah.
So we'll
Can I
see.
see through the skylight, maybe, and that's how I know?
Yeah,
Or
I'll say
start
you,
coming?
you kind of like start
Yeah.
waving to Yue Ming, and then silently you see the slimes behind her, and you're like, point, a point, point. And you're like pointing. to
Abort!
them.
Abort! Abort!
Okay.
Yeah.
All right.
All right.
Okay.
I have him on our little thing here. In tactical mode. I will move Kodashi and Yue Ming out of the way
That's
here.
why you wore that shirt today.
What shirt is he
You
wearing?
can certainly try.
You can certainly try.
Damn. How rude.
Let me just create the lobby real quick. Here we
Remember
go.
when at the beginning of this too, everyone was like, "Should we split up?"
Yes.
Never split the
Yeah.
party.
Never split the
No.
party.
We'll talk about this more in Gribble Shiny Bits, but we'll get there. Combat is starting officially, so if you guys would like to help or hinder the party, now is the time to do so.
I have a question before we start.
Yes, ma'am.
This is just a tabletop question.
Yeah.
Dice question.
Yeah.
Did we start with 1 in power dice and 1 d4 in power dice and d6 in power dice as our starting dice?
Everyone starts with 1d6 of every type of dice. That's it.
Okay. So don't forget to check your artifacts because we did get them.
Right.
That you might have
Yes.
extra dice to
Yes.
add.
Yes. Artifacts will do.
Yep, That's what I did.
Breezy, thank you for that. Thank you for the sub.
Thank
I really
you.
appreciate that. Enjoy the no ads and all of the fancy emotes and everything. Thank you so much.
And Gribble Shiny Bits.
And Gribble Shiny Bits, which is coming up real soon after. We're almost done with this session. And then we'll do a little Gribble Shiny Bits.
Riku, you've got Archon's Blessing from Ayla.
Okay.
Oh, yeah, I still have inspiration.
You do. Don't forget about that. That's for your D10
So
rolls.
Inspiration, and then Archon's Blessing is +1.
Yes, +1 to your next roll. That's right.
Yep. So make sure to do that as well. Sleeps.
Yes. Welcome back, everyone. I'm just making sure that I haven't... Zan just DM'd me, where the scream crashed, the PNG of my face is nightmare fuel. Oh, God. Oh, my God. We'll have to put that on the Patreon. Thanks, Zan. Holy shit. Appreciate you keeping me honest there.
How high up is the ceiling?
Ha! I like that question. It's a tall building. You're about 40 feet off the ground.
So that's how many d6? 4? Damn, never mind. Or is
What?
it d10? I forget. How much is fall damage?
Well, it's a little different in this game because it's
Okay.
Genshin. We
Yeah.
would just sort of run it based on your acrobatic ability. If you manage
Okay.
to make a good enough acrobatics roll, you could do it with no damage. Otherwise, who knows? I'm just
I
checking.
don't think the.
Go ahead.
I don't think Craven would like that. I would.
Yeah, I was
smash
gonna
the-
say,
That's
let's not break
true.
his stuff.
Wow. Neo, I mean, I can absolutely... So, Neo sent me his NPC. This is such an interesting, wonderful NPC. I feel
Oh.
like I have to save that, right? Like, as long as you're okay with me
Yeah.
saving that, I think that has to go on the list, because I have an idea now. Oh, yeah, I have a good idea.
Yeah.
Okay. 100%.
ideas.
I love it. Chat, don't forget, for 700 biddies, you can roll on the banner. Lord knows they need it. For 1,000 biddies, you can make an NPC of your discretion, which is wonderful.
How many biddies?
Here we go. Okay, so back in our form here, as long as stream doesn't crash again. We are going to take a look at the tabletop sim screen. And that is... So, Riku and Dayu, did you roll your initiative?
Not yet.
No.
Okay. It's just a d10 in alchemy, plus your level, plus your dex.
Mom,
Oh,
I'm
shit.
scared.
That's really good, Dayu.
Maybe all we needed was a stream crash.
What's your total there, Dayu?
Buddy,
You
I
said
love you, but
level
not right
plus...
Level plus dex plus roll.
9, 10, 11, 12.
Okay, you are going first. Riku, what's your total?
My total is 8.
8! You are going second! Okay.
Oh my god.
I got lots
hey,
of
Dayu.
dexterity.
You guys got this. Got this.
This is your third time going first.
I know. I
Ivy.
roll
She's
so
a dex
well in
character.
initiative, and then I always fuck up the first hit.
Yeah.
Yeah.
She's a dex
That's
character.
So you don't fuck it up. They have defense die.
Yeah, they
Their
have to-
first, you know.
The
it's
whole
not your
point
fault.
is you're always going to miss if you're the first person because you always break their defense die. That's like how it
Yeah.
works.
Mhm.
Oh, speaking of, can we have our dice?
Yeah. Oh, yes. If you guys have all put in your numbers and got your bond dice, then yes, I will.
Yes.
Bada bing.
I did.
Yes.
Don't forget to grab 1d4 bond dice from Ember.
Oh,
I'll grab it in
gosh,
a
you might have
second.
to
I don't think I
re-put
did.
in your numbers, Chief.
Two.
Oh no,
Yeah.
motherfucker!
I know, because it crashed. Sorry.
Ay, 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 okay.
Criminal.
Shield breaker, Dayu.
Well,
Well, while you're doing that, because you can do that after the fact.
Sorry.
No, you're totally fine. Ivy, you are going to be going first. So, you have 3 Geo slimes that have sprung forth from this ground. One on your left,
Great.
one in front of you, one to the right. What would you like to do?
I would certainly not like to use any of my elemental abilities.
Yeah.
No.
Being a
Real.
Geo user.
Yep.
I think I will just be attacking.
Okay.
We are on the map here.
You are on the map. Yep.
Okay, I'm gonna put myself between Riku and this left slime.
Okay.
And I am going to use just a regular attack here.
You're gonna point blank with your bow.
No.
Okay.
I'm shielding Riku from getting hit by that one. I'm gonna attack the one in the beginning.
Oh,
the
smart move. Okay.
Yeah. So I will use one attack die plus
Making a basic attack here.
yeah, I
I'm
will
ready,
just
Nick, whenever you
use
are.
Yeah, give me 1 sec, sweetie. I'm just going to do this. You guys are gonna have to redo your bond dice real quick, and there you go.
okay. No worries.
And remember, because you guys haven't done this before, bond dice can be used in place of any die.
Yeah.
Right. Okay.
I'm just gonna use one attack dice and one bond die. to
Okay,
give it
big
the
swing.
extra attack.
All right,
Yeah, big swing at the one that's furthest at the top of that triangle.
you got it.
Definitely.
Let's give us a roll. Let's see if you can break through their defense dice. That is a 4 total. That is a 1 and a
That's a
3.
4.
Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah, Dayu, you pull back the bowstring, you let loose an arrow, you immediately jump in front of Riku as soon as these slimes spring out of the ground. Is there anything you say as you do this?
I think part of me would, as I go up to this, to put myself in between Riku and this one to the left of her very closely, I would take her wrist as she took mine and try to pull her back and say, "Get back."
Okay. You do. Because they are Geo Slime, and I'm glad that you're going first here, they have 2 defense dice. So, they are only D4,
my
but I will give them
question.
a little roll.
'Cause do they have like that, like, because normally when you fight them in Genshin, you have to like break off their.
Yeah,
Well,
I'm
are
not...
they big ones or are they small
Yeah.
ones?
They are
Yeah,
small
but
ones.
so-
Yeah,
Okay.
I'm not
Because the big
doing the
ones don't
whole
have that
different
ward.
weapon types are like different, you have to claymore one of these slimes. They just have higher defense.
Yeah,
okay.
Yeah.
That makes
Okay.
sense.
Cool.
So your total was a 4. They're going to use both of theirs because they're dumb little slimes. They did block all the damage, but they have burned both of their defense die on the top slime.
Okay.
Right.
Okay. Any other movements you would like to do, or is that where you're going to sit for your turn?
No, I'm gonna sit right there just
Okay.
so we block blocker.
Riku, you are magnanimously second. What would you like to do?
I am going to attack the same slime.
Okay. Yep, good
Um,
call.
With an elemental attack.
Okay. Do you have at least one elemental die?
I sure does.
Okay.
I have one. I'm going to use one attack die
Mm-hmm.
and one elemental die. Where's my elemental die?
This
There
one.
she
Yep.
be.
Okay.
They're so similar in color.
I know. Let's grab them and give them a roll. On the same slime.
Shaky, 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 shaky.
Ooh! Okay. Well, it doesn't have any defense dice thanks to Dayu shooting the stones off its back. Riku, you take out your catalyst and immediately a searing bolt of flame erupts from it towards this slime. Now, all slimes are always elemental applied. So, Riku, I'm going to need you to make an elemental check for me, which is a d10, add your elemental skill. And as long as it's greater than a 1, because they're a tiny slime, it will become pyro applied.
So D10 plus my elemental skill.
Correct.
That is an 8.
An 8? An 8! Damn. Yes, this...
Okay, girl.
So as we've seen...
Oh wait, no, that's a 1. I thought it was a 7. I'm sorry, it's
Okay.
a 2.
Oh, well, wow.
Blind.
Okay, that's
I'm
very
blind.
different. Well, luckily, 2 is exactly the amount you needed. Yes, as they have an elemental mastery of 1. Riku, you send this bolt of flame out. As we know, it becomes pyro applied because you've dealt unblocked pyro damage to it. And when 2 applies combined, they create an elemental reaction.
Gosh.
Now, the elemental reaction, do you remember what this one is for our new Geo and Pyro here?
I
Erupt.
don't.
It
I'm
is...
pulling up the.
It's
Thing.
erupt.
Yes, we do have our lovely handout, which is
Yes.
nice.
Yeah.
Target takes X
Mochi's
D6
like-
geo damage.
So unfortunately, it
Against
won't do anything.
Igneous elemental status.
Yes, so unfortunately, you are erupting here, but it is immune to geo damage.
Yeah.
What the frick?
Yeah, it's a geo slime. Now, I will
Yeah.
say,
Oh,
though,
like it was
it
one.
does become igneous, all right? And when a thing is... Oh, God, I have to make me restart Chrome, too. When something
Oh, no.
becomes igneous... Let me head over to our roll sheet here. Igneous.
Ooh, that's right.
Whenever it tries to attack Riku, whenever this slime tries to attack, it immediately takes 1d4 pyro damage.
Good.
That's cool.
Yep, so
That's
you've
cool.
essentially made this sort of molten rock at this point, as it is going to come towards you and try to attack, but if it does, it's going to hurt itself in its confusion.
Yeah.
So that's it.
Oh, and in response to Dayu telling her to get back, she's gonna kind of like pull her wrist away and be like, "Nah, let me at him."
He says.
Has anyone told you you're sort of like a rabid dog?
You know, I have been told that once or twice.
Like in the best way. And we should probably not
Yeah.
talk about this.
All right. Well, the 3 Geo Slimes are going to attack. We're just going to start with the one next to Dayu first, which is Geo Slime 2. That one, they only have 1 attack die. So that one is going to move to attack you. With a single D4. Dayu, would you like to defend it? It is a 4.
Yeah.
Mm.
I will use 1 defense die.
Yep, okay. And a 3. Okay.
3.
wow.
You
Pretty
take 1 point of geo damage. All right.
Sticks and stones.
Okay.
Where's Kodashi? I need sticks.
Number
Bye.
number 1 comes up, and it is going to attack Riku. However, when it does Riku, it is going to take pyro damage. So if you could roll a D4 for me, just any D4 at all. You can do it in alchemy too. Just tell us what you
Okay.
get.
D4. Oh, a 3.
A 3. So it moves and spends one of its geo attack dice to attack you, but as it does, the igneous sort of magma inside of it that you've given it does 3 points of damage to it.
can't
And
do.
Ooh, nice.
it is going to hurt you, or at least attack you for... Let me re-roll that. That was cocked. 1 point of damage. Would you like to spend one of your defense die or not here?
No.
Okay. You take
No.
1 point of geo damage, and this man's
takes
Oh, I
3
forgot
points
to
of
use
fire.
my. What's the thing that gave me? Somebody gave me something.
Inspiration.
Oh,
no,
it's,
I know I have
it's-
inspiration.
It's a plus
You're
one,
+1.
but it's only on your D10 rolls. They don't count in combat, those
Okay.
buffs and stuff. So.
Okay. So it's whenever we're out of combat.
Well, I mean, if like your elemental check, Sleepy, that was a D10, so you could have added your
Yeah.
+1 to that. But like damage
Okay.
dice, not really.
Right,
But that's why
right.
chat
I get
also
what
can
you're
just deal 1 damage to the enemies. That is something they have the power to do, if they desire to do so. Okay. Make sure you take your orange and red die back there, Sleeps.
Oh yeah.
Put them in your your discard pile, right?
Where are our friends?
Well,
are you?
Geo Slime number 3 is going to
Coleman.
surround Riku and also hit Riku.
You flicker.
And this one is going to deal 3 points of geo damage to you, Riku.
I'm gonna defend it.
Okay, roll a defense die that you have.
Okay.
1. So you take 2 points of geo damage, Riku.
Rocks.
Rocks.
Okay.
Roxanne.
Now,
Wait, Valo, can you clip this part and it's the Roxanne bit, but it's it's just rocks.
It's just the rocks. Yeah.
perfect. Oh my god.
Can I move 5 tiles yet?
No.
No. Okay.
No.
Yue Ming, you can roll initiative, and let's see what you get.
Roll initiative. Okay. D10.
Get in here, you aiming.
That's a 3.
3 total?
Yeah.
Okay. That puts you
Yeah.
at the bottom of the list.
Yeah.
Above
Late,
above
but
one
here.
of the slimes.
I'm
At least you're
here.
in the
Right,
list,
but here.
Hanami.
I'll just
That's
Yeah.
true.
rearrange them so it's like that. Okay.
I'm just imagining Kodashi just shimming down the.
Trying to get
the
down the
drain pipe.
yeah. Yeah, are you running around from the outside, Kodashi, trying to get in?
Yeah.
Okay,
Yes,
yeah.
I am.
All right. Well, top of the block again. Dayu, back to you. You guys are completely physically surrounded now. Which
Yay!
And
well,
back to you, Dayu.
I guess you're not technically flanked, Riku, because they're not on opposite sides of you. But I do have to keep track of that. What are you doing, Dayu?
I have a quick question.
Oh, yes.
Because I forgore.
Okay.
So they regain their shield on their next turn.
Yes, their elemental status, they regain at the start of their next turn.
Okay,
Which is...
yeah. So like we broke the one slime's.
Oh, the shield
No
slots.
shield.
Yeah,
There's defense dice, you mean?
Yeah, the
Yeah,
defense
They regain
dice.
their defense dice.
They come
Yeah.
back immediately on their turn. Yes. So
Yeah.
On
Okay.
their
So
turn.
it still
Okay, so
it
we've
still
got-
has no defense.
no, it does because they all
But-
went.
But at the
Oh,
start
okay.
of their next, or at the start of the next turn.
No. Defense dice
Okay.
come back immediately after they take their turn. So
Okay.
you guys
Okay,
fought them,
okay.
broke their defense die, then they all attacked you.
And
So
then
that
they
was the
win.
end of their
Okay.
turn. So they get all their
Gotcha.
dice back.
Gotcha.
So the end of their turn.
Yeah, if you want to be pedantic, then yes.
Yeah.
Well,
Um,
I guess
did-
I'm gonna fucking break it again.
really quick.
Yes.
Because Sleepy dealt pyro damage
Yes.
to that Geo Slime,
Mhm.
right? Unblocked.
Yep.
Did she grab her elemental die that was
No.
Thank you,
Yeah,
Kodashi.
so-
yes, we have to keep track of
Yes.
that. That's
Yeah.
right.
It's a
It's a
D4,
D4 at this
right?
level. That's right.
D4, yep.
You
so
get
when you cause a reaction, anyone involved in that reaction
Thank
gets
you.
a D4. Yes.
Thank you.
In addition, Riku also just dealt unblocked damage to it. So you get
Yes.
another elemental die. It was the reaction and the
That too.
unblocked damage.
Okay.
Look at me
perfect.
being all elemental and shit.
That's
Mhm.
kind of your thing. Is Dayu sets up the points and then you unleash fire. That's like kind of the
Yeah.
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 thing. Dayu, back to you.
Yeah, I think I'm just gonna try and get this one in front of us down and just
Yeah.
take as much brunt of the ones on either side of us
Okay.
until our friends can come, because
Yes.
obviously they're coming. I'm gonna use another one of my bond dice with my attack dice.
Smart move.
Well, I'm not doing really any damage, am I?
If they roll low, you are.
Yeah.
It's just up to chance. You're rolling the exact same dice they are. 2 to 2.
Gimme.
Oh, what's the total there?
That's a 2.
A 2. Okay. All right. So that is a 2 from Shi Dayu. As you fire at the one right in front of you.
Having a great time.
Well, as it moves closer to Sleepy, it's only going to use one of its block dice this time.
Okay.
Instead of both of them, in case it gets attacked again. It does block the damage, and it will burn that dice. Which is right here. Okay.
Rocks.
Rocks. Back to you, Riku.
Rocks.
Can I, if I want to do another elemental attack, can I use 1 attack die and 2 elemental die?
Let me remember.
Or is it only...
We decided this last time.
I know, I don't remember.
No, it's okay. Let me look up Elemental Strike. We have it in here.
It says elemental strike. I think it's 1 attack die plus 2 elemental dice. Is what
Oh, it is. Actually, that should have been 2 elemental dice last time, Riku. Not 1 elemental die. It's 1 red and 2 orange. You're right,
okay.
Kodashi.
I
Thank you.
accidentally grabbed 2 elemental d8s instead of 2 elemental d4s. Hee hee.
That's okay. We're learning.
My
We're learning,
bee.
yeah.
So...
I
Oh, go ahead, Kashi.
was just going to say the question that happened before, I think it was, I was like, hey, can I use more than 1 attack die on an elemental strike? And the answer is no, we're just sticking with
That's right.
with 1
yes.
attack die for an elemental strike and 2 elemental die.
Gotcha.
Yes.
But a neutral strike, you're allowed to use at least 1 or more.
That's
attack
right.
dice.
Attack dice, yes.
Gotcha. Okay. Well, I guess I'll do an elemental attack.
Okay.
On
you have
that
got...
same slim slime.
Sure. You have 2 orange dice and 1 red one?
Yes.
Okay, go for it. Okay. Oh, that looks good. What is that?
A 5. I can't read that one.
4, 5 is
Hover
9.
over
That's
it.
10. It's 10 total.
Nice.
Nice.
Let's go.
Okay. Yeah, well, it is going to use the block die that it saved from Dayu to see if it can defend at all. It got a 2, so you deal 8 pyro damage to this one that Dayu shot. Yeah, it explodes.
Nice.
Dayu shoots a
Nice.
rock off its back again. You watch where she aim, and you catalyze from your notes, and the fire bursts out, and the rock slime just explodes. Dayu, you see a couple of kind of rocks sort of crumble to the ground, and you're like, oh, the stone. As the slime dissipates. Rocks.
Riku looks at Dayu and just kind of giggles.
That is
Good job.
that one off the board.
She's excited.
That was Geoslime 1. We'll get that out of here. Which means okay, if Alchemy wants to respond, maybe? Hello? Alchemy? Yes,
Why would
please?
Alchemy respond to you?
No, it still doesn't want to. Okay, whatever. I'll just remember that. It is now Slime numero 2, which is to the right of Riku. So that one is going to attack you again, Riku. And that is going to do 1d4 attack. Schlup. That is 4 damage to you, Riku, unless you have any defense dice left to block it.
Can I use my bond die?
You sure can.
Come on, Ember.
Not Ember's love. That's a 3. Okay,
Nice.
so you only
Okay.
I
take
take
1
1
point.
damage?
That's right, 1 point of geo damage. Good job.
Call him Bina.
And then, well, actually, before the last slime gets to go, Yue Ming comes into the fray.
Hello. Hi, how's it going? I'm gonna move my 5 tiles first, as far as I can get, unfortunately.
Yep.
Can
I believe your
Can I-
pole arm has a range of 2 tiles, does it not?
It does.
Yes.
It does.
So you can poke it.
I can stab said slime that's right in front of me.
Are you going to stabby?
I'm going to stab the slime.
Dayu, as the slimes close in on either side of you and Riku as you're fighting back to back, you just hear a, hold on! And you see this flash of silver as Yue Ming stabs with great force. Yue Ming,
Wow.
just a normal attack?
Uh-huh.
Okay. How many attack dice would you like to use?
I'm just gonna use 1.
Okay. Your D6?
Yeah, my D6.
Go for it. Oh! That's 6.
Nice. Let's go.
Holy.
More
Well,
slimes, what are you doing?
this one does still have defense dice because it has not been attacked. So it
Mhm.
is going to roll the blue here. 2. So you deal 4 unblocked neutral damage to this thing. Give yourself a D4 elemental die, Yue Ming, because you dealt unblocked damage.
Oh wait, I get another elemental die, right?
Yeah, so
Because I did.
I did this wrong. Whenever you use an elemental ability, you don't generate elemental dice.
Okay.
So, like,
Okay.
you can't use Elemental Strike to infinitely generate more elemental dice. It would just
Yeah,
go on
right,
forever.
right. Okay.
Be like,
It's
broken.
like it's like actual Genshin. When you use a normal attack, you generate particles.
You
Right.
build.
Yeah, that was my
Right.
bad.
Gotta
That
charge
makes
it back up.
sense.
But
Right.
when you do perform a reaction, though,
Yep.
that still holds true.
That's right,
You do
yep.
get an elemental. Okay. All right. Perfect.
Okay. Yue Ming, yeah, you deal 4 unblocked neutral damage to this slime. It's looking pretty worse for wear as you stab it. It is a little unhappy. They are baby slimes. Anything you'd like to say on your turn?
Yeah, I think she'll turn to the other 2 girls. I thought you were looking for clues. What happened?
This was the clue.
Yeah, so there was something and I felt it and then I came over here and then 3 Geo Slimes decided that they wanted to fight. It's
Trying to
okay. I
count.
already got one.
Oh, okay. Oh,
Okay,
okay.
blew one up.
Okay.
It did explode. It was very satisfying.
Okay.
Okay. Yeah. As you say that, oh, good. I'm glad, Alora. As you guys say that, you continue onwards. There is still one slime that has to go. It's actually the one that Yue Ming stabbed. It's going to ignore Dayu and now jump at Yue Ming,
Come to me, baby.
who just stabbed it. Slime is going to turn away from Dayu. It is going to rush at Yue Ming. Yue Ming, you did
Oh,
break its one of its block dice. It does still have its 1 attack die. That is a D8. We don't want that. It is a D4. Swingy, swingy. That's 4 points of damage. They're rolling high tonight. You want to use a block die against
Why'd
that?
you be humble?
Black one. I black one.
All right. Let's see what you roll. Oh,
Oh, I'm so sorry. That went
that's
too
okay.
far.
That's a 5.
Ah!
You block
Ah!
all of the damage.
Nice.
Good.
Freaking
Yue
rock.
Ming's pretty scary right now. Damn.
She is
I really
pretty
hate
scary.
slimes.
Stinky, stinky.
Okay, at the
slimes.
end of the round, Kodashi, I need you to roll initiative.
Yay.
Yay! Get
Who's
in
here?
here.
Tell us what you get.
D10 plus my level plus
Your dex.
my dex.
Nice.
So
Nice.
8 plus 1
Mm-hmm.
plus. If I could scroll to the top, I have to keep like scrolling on my character sheet here. 1, 2, 8, 10.
10! Oh my god.
Awesome.
All right, that's right after Dayu. I will
Hell yeah.
say as well,
Yes.
Yue Ming, for your aura there, Kiwi gives you a +1 on your next roll. So keep
thank
that in
you.
mind. Again, reminder, these don't
Thank
work
you.
on damage dice, but your next D10 has a +1. So
Hell yeah.
keep
Okay,
that in mind.
perfect.
Don't forget that. Yeah, okay, so Kodashi, I will keep that in mind then. Dayu, we are still back at the top of the field for you. So let's start with you, shall we?
What? I'm gonna move up here above
Okay.
Riku.
Yep.
Yeah, and I'm going to this one still has a defense die?
Yes, yep.
Okay, I will break its defenses.
Okay,
As
let's
one
see it.
does.
You have attack
which
dice
is just
left?
I do have one regular attack die left.
Okay.
Which is my D6 I've been saving.
Come on,
Hiya.
baby. Oh! Ha, 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 ha.
Cries real tears.
Can we get a chat reroll? Can we get someone in chat to roll it?
Begging
that-
you, chat. Begging.
is that-
Wanna run? I wanna run.
Oh
I wanna run.
god.
I wanna run.
Oh no. Oh,
Uh,
poor Dayu here.
Oh, 7.
What? Can you remind us what it is that chat needs to
500
do to,
biddies. 500 biddies
500 biddies,
for a
chat.
roll. Ooh. Oof, oof.
500 biddies, and you can re-roll.
Okay, she's got her Sour
Bring
Patch
out
Kids.
she's fine. Never mind.
Snacks for the win.
snackies.
Yeah, that is.
Snackies.
I cannot believe the poor rolls from Dayu tonight. I feel so bad. The dice have just been so against you. All right. Well, you deal 1 damage. Let's see. We'll break a defense die for. You're just the ultimate support, aren't you? It does.
I am stalwart support. That's my banner.
That is you. You break its defense die. It does block all damage. It rolled a 4. And anything you'd like to say,
Nice.
Dayu?
No.
Okay.
I just silently chip away at these rocks like I'm a fucking miner.
Well, Kodashi, as Dayu shoots another chip off the old block, you can now make your movement and come in behind the team.
Okay. All right. Which one did you just attack, Dayu?
The one next
The
to
one on the other
one
side of
next to
Riku.
Yeah.
Next to Riku?
Yeah.
Okay. All right. Why can't I right-click measure? Am I how far away? Well, did not mean to do that. I'm trying to measure myself, and it won't.
You can spend your agility dice too to go.
That's
further.
true.
Yeah,
to
that's
move
why
further.
I'm trying to figure out how far away I am. There we go.
I think it's.
Oh, I forgot.
1,
I am-
2,
Then agility
3,
dice, right.
4, 5. About 5 if you're going
You're 5, yeah.
diagonals.
5 is the minimum
Yeah,
amount.
I'm fine. Okay. All right. Cool. Maximum, you mean?
No, that without spending an agility die, you can make it to 5.
Oh, I see.
But yes.
Yeah,
okay,
you can make it right
All
there.
right, Kurt. All right, cool. Awesome. As Kodashi runs in, he said, "What the hell is happening, you guys?"
Listen, we'll explain after. Can you just do something about this?
That's what I asked. I don't know.
Kodashi's gonna whip down his arm, and a vine whip is gonna appear, and he's gonna take it over his head and do an elemental strike.
Elemental strike.
On
Okay.
the Geo slime.
That's
Mhm.
2 elemental, 1 attack.
Yes, sir. All right, so here is my 1 attack. Here is my 1 attack. I have disconnected from the server.
Gosh, you know.
Wait.
It's okay, your stuff
I'll
saves.
get
Your
him
stuff
back.
saves. Yeah. Oh
Ooh.
God, bear with
I
us,
sent
chat.
you an invite.
Hey, come back.
I heard the little.
Thank you. I was like starting to click on my dice and drag it, and it just wasn't working. And then it's like, you're disconnected. All right, I got the invite. I'm coming in
It
now.
said no, thank you.
I said, no, Kodachi doesn't get to do anything. You were on the roof, you suck. Okay, green.
The rough.
Once it loads here, yeah, everything thankfully.
Yep.
All right, let's try that again. So it is 1 attack die and
Yep.
my 2 elemental.
Yeah. All right, let's roll it. Let's see you smash the ones that Dayu has chipped away from.
Yeah. All right,
Whoa.
11.
11. You kill it.
Yeah.
You.
11.
Yeah, after Dayu shoots a bit of its stone armor off, Kodashi comes in with the vine whip and as you do, I'd say we could stick around for the elemental reaction, but for the case of speed, you just kill it. And yeah, it bursts with a green pop as more stones and rocks fall to the ground. And yeah, that slime is dead-erino.
Hell yeah.
Oh, thank God. I needed a minute.
Perfect. Okay. That does bring us to you, Riku.
Riku needs to focus, so.
Okay, yeah. Riku, you can spend your turn. You can click the focus button. We haven't done this too much, but basically you have to stand still and you have to spend your turn focusing to get your dice back, which is the mechanic that I've come up with here. Which means instead, Yue Ming, you are the last person to go before this slime.
I got you. Okay. I want to elemental strike the boy.
Fucking do it. Do it.
Okay.
Fuck 'em
1
up.
elemental die, 2 elemental die, 1 attack die. To be silly, I'm gonna use my bond die to also have an extra attack die because I feel like it.
Just overkill.
Oh, the dice!
Oh my
She's mad.
God.
She doesn't
The
like
witch.
slimes. I'm sorry, I threw that too far.
Yeah,
Punt it like a
surprised-
soccer ball.
Yeah, I was like, I don't want you to punt it
Wait.
again because we're in an enclosed space.
Wait.
Isn't
4,
Uh,
10, 13.
hold on.
What?
question, Hanami? Isn't elemental strike just one attack die? And
Oh yeah,
only be one
you
attack die?
can't boost it
Oh,
with
you're
the
right.
with
I
the
take away my
wild
purple.
card.
Hanami's trying to cheat the system. No, it's
I
fine.
know.
Hold on.
I mean,
Yeah.
you still
Don't count my purple.
is that 10? It's 10. Okay.
10.
Well, it will use the
Kill the
block
slime.
die, but I think you've killed it.
Kill the slime.
Let's see here. 1d4 block. It rolls a 2. You've killed it. Yeah, good job, Yue Ming. Yue Ming rushes in, and you all watch as the lance sparks to life with electricity, and you as you slam it into this otherwise rock ground creature. And it explodes with stones and sparks, and all of the Geo Slimes fall dead to your feet. Congratulations. A bit of an asymmetrical combat for the first time, and you guys managed to do it.
Yes, relatively unscathed.
Definitely relatively unscathed. Dayu and Riku, props for holding them off for long enough. I know you guys started to take a couple hits
Seriously.
there.
Is there any slime condensate we can
Yes, thank you for asking. When you guys kill enemies, you can roll to see how much slime stuff you pick up. For these bad boys, I gotta reset something in OBS real quick. We gotta do this. I'm just taking off tabletop sim because we don't need it again
Does
today.
Craven know that he has a slime problem?
Slime infestation?
Yeah.
Where did these even come from? I was on the roof doing my job, and I come back, and you're hurt.
I hate
Well-
this. I hate slimes.
I was just trying to check out the area where the boxes were, and I felt something over here, so I brought Dayu, and there was this little rift in the ground, and then the Geo Slimes popped out, but it's fine.
I do think that the rift in the ground you're speaking of might be what we were looking for.
I do think
Since-
you're right, and
Since there was no tampering with the doors, perhaps they came from some underground passage.
we should
I
look.
need Dayu roll 3d6 and Riku roll 3d4.
Underground
Three-
tunnel?
3d6?
Yep, you can do it in alchemy. You can just type /roll space 3d6, or you can click on the d6 die 3 times.
Very true, Moch.
That scares me.
No, it's for how much slime you guys get.
Yeah.
9!
Slime.
Okay,
Nice.
so 96 means Dayu, you pick up.
7.
Okay, Dayu, you pick up 9 slime concentrates, and Riku, you pick up 7 slime secretions.
Mm.
So
Yummy.
Dayu, you got 9 of the 1-star slime, and then Riku, you got 7 of the 2-star slime.
Riku picks it up and like holds it out to the group, and she's like, "This is kind of gross."
I don't like
Yeah.
slimes.
Put,
No.
Let's keep it.
Put that away, please.
Let's
No.
keep it.
Yeah, I'm gonna put it in my little satchel.
You said condensate for me or
Yes, condensate for you, secretions for Sleepy.
Got it.
Okay. Yes, you guys have destroyed the slimes. You now see in front of you where the slimes sort of popped up. They were
Yeah.
kind of camouflaged because their backs were made of this same slate material. And although there's a bit of an indent in the floor now, there's not like a tunnel or anything leading away from where they were.
Oh.
Hmm.
Oh,
And
great.
How big is this
they,
indent?
they were merged with the floor.
Exactly. That's exactly right, Yue Ming. They were merged with the floor. Why? I don't know. That's a good question, but they were. And how big is the indent? Well, I mean, I don't know. It's a house 3 pyro slimes. Pretty, like, hefty. Like 4 feet deep, probably.
Okay. Can I stick my head inside and investigate it?
Yeah, it's a crater, Kodashi.
Okay.
You know, it's like where the
Oh, I
slimes
see.
were, they kind of bulfed out of the ground, so now you're left with this kind of, like, rocky crater. You can still, like,
But-
look in it and feel around in it if you want.
Yeah.
Like Hilda told
Um,
us that it wasn't common for like enemies to be within Mondstadt grounds.
That is
right?
correct.
Like this
Right,
is
that is
very
correct.
peculiar that this is
Right.
happening.
Kodashi is gonna stick his head inside and be like, Dayu,
Yes.
do your rock thing.
Oh yeah.
Thing.
Do the thing.
Right.
You know, where you, as you say.
Magic sniff.
Magic sniff.
Yeah. Dai gonna get in the crater.
I will say, Dayu, because you were just charged with all of that geo energy fighting the geo slimes, you have advantage on this roll.
Woohoo!
Okay, I'm gonna go in and very Toph-like. I'm gonna
Yep.
feel around,
Ooh, yeah.
walk around the crater, feel what I can
Yeah.
And
feel.
all.
Roll a resonance check with advantage. So just roll 2d10 and take the higher one, and then add your modifiers to it.
For what am I rolling for?
A resonance again.
Resonance.
Mhm.
Okay.
Also, Sleepy, you got
Oh.
a +1 for your health.
Oh yes, your
Yes,
health
I
did go
did
up
see
from
you.
Mochi. Thank you,
From
Mochi.
Mochi.
Yes.
Oh,
Six
and
with my
did you already use your +1 from before, sweetie? That Snow gave
yes, I gave that.
Okay.
So the next, it's for the next roll. So, plus my resonance is a 7.
Excuse me.
7?
Yeah.
Seven.
That
Seven.
is
Seven.
that is exactly enough.
Okay. Cool.
Is there a chip on my shirt? Okay, sorry.
You're good. You reach down, you give a little sniff at Dayu. As you're feeling in the crater, it's a little softer than the rest of the stone because it's moldable earth, right? The geo slimes were sitting on top of this, so it's not nearly as like uniform as the rest of the slate flooring is.
Yeah.
As you trace your feet over it, and then eventually your hands, you do get a little bit of a sense of a memory here. Not because it was recent, it still feels like whatever happened here was a long time ago, but something about the actual sediment of the rocks here is wrong. It's almost as like the layers of the earth have been kind of upturned in some way. Because, as we all know, there's different layers of igneous and sedimentary rocks, right? If you imagine it like a layer cake, it's kind of like the layers split, and now you have all of them at the surface for some reason.
So what I'm feeling, from what you are describing, feels like this was a tunnel at one point.
You don't know if it was a tunnel. It's just, it does feel like someone maybe dug here. Like, there was some sort of, like, shifting of the earth that clearly, like, caused some rubble to come up from greater down below.
Right.
Okay. I forget, other people can be vision holders as well besides us. So maybe one of the culprits involved in this is a geo vision holder and was able to manipulate the earth and put it back once they were done.
Yeah. I relay that the wrongness of this rock to the rest of the party.
Dayu.
And
oh, finish first.
No, I just wanted to say in character that it feels like this has been tampered with in a way that feels naturally wrong. Like someone may have filled in this hole or upturned the rock or carved into it and put it on its head. I don't know. I can't really explain it, but this rock isn't supposed to be here.
Can you remind me, Kip, where in the warehouse this crater is again?
It's
like...
pretty close to where the shelf was. So it's like near the back of the warehouse, but honestly, it's kind of equidistant from all three doors. It's not like near a door at all.
Okay. Is it near the wall?
It's
of
close
the
to the
warehouse
wall.
itself?
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
Okay.
Then maybe still inside man?
Come again?
You know, inside and person who maybe works here.
Inside job.
Inside job.
Yeah.
Right.
Inside job.
Okay,
Yeah.
yeah. An inside man who performed an inside. Yes, okay. Right.
This is so hard.
Dayu, are you thinking about the Geo Slimes?
Yeah, I'm thinking that they were kind of like born of this spot, and like whatever was here caused them to like be made of the stone underneath, or they like carved their way up almost, or something was here that attracted them to this place, but they couldn't have gotten in from anywhere else other than this spot.
I love where your head is at, so I'm gonna say roll a methodology check right now as you all watch Dayu's gears start to turn.
I'm turning.
Reinhardt,
Please,
enough.
rolls don't
Stop
leave
it.
me now.
Be done.
Is Riku inside a man? Says Snow.
That's a nightmare for Riku.
Methodology
Yeah,
is
Riku's a
another
lesbian.
7.
Wow.
Wow.
Dayu, as you're sort of muttering these things to yourself under your breath, and your friends are like, "What is she talking about?" You're thinking about all of the different sort of options here when it comes to the slimes, and all of these are very good points. And then you remember what you learned in your experience when you were first at the alchemy cart. The pyro slimes there were drawn to the alchemical elemental energy. So you have this moment in your brain where you think it might be the same thing. The elemental upturning of the stone here attracted geoslimes from the earth. And you feel pretty confident about that theory.
Yeah, okay. So, okay, I will relay that to the rest of the group and say, do you guys remember when the pyro slimes were so attached to their environment because of the energy there? This feels so similar. Like the slimes were here on purpose because of some altercation in the ground here that may have something to do with someone tampering with energy around us. Does that make sense?
So you mean you think that someone is purposefully throwing off the energy to create slime habitats?
Yeah, I do.
But then why would they steal what they stole?
Do you
the
think that they're stealing the things to make the
More.
alchemical potions or whatever they're making
Yes.
to turn more energy to create more slime habitats?
Think of the things that have been stolen. It's all coming back to alchemical bases. The one very specific thing stolen here was nectar, used for plenty of elemental bases and potions and it's just too uncanny, don't you think?
I think.
I guess Kodashi is just confused. Like, you're saying they dug the hole to make a little like nesting area for slimes?
So I think what Nick is trying to say is that people are tampering with spots to attract more enemies or plant more enemies or just like change the composition of the environment to have more of an elemental like affinity so that things with similar affinities will be attracted to those places. So like the cart that was on fire had pyro slimes that were attached to it. And this place, like they tampered with the earth so much so that slimes were attracted to it.
Right, I guess, but like my question is then, is that a secondary objective? Because that like, did they need the energy nectar to make it? Or like, what is their real goal? Was their goal to do both? Or that's what I'm wondering.
I think this is not, I don't think we were supposed to come here and figure out how they got it. We just know that they did and that is part of the objective. And like, we're just seeing a side quest of theirs, which is they got it. We don't know how. We just know that they got it, and
Right.
they tampered the area that they got it from with
Okay.
their actual objective, which is
Okay,
We're just
so-
making
energy. Yeah.
we're just
Oh.
throwing out ideas of what we think they're doing and why they're
Right.
doing it.
Right.
Yeah.
Okay. So our purpose isn't really to figure out how they got in here
Yeah.
specifically. It's just that they stole the thing, which we
Mm.
know why they stole the thing. They're leaning towards potions, etc. But then also
Right.
they might be using whatever they're stealing to create these environments.
Right.
So
yeah.
we're learning more about their objective. Okay, that makes
Almost
sense.
like
Thank
they're
you.
trying to like overrun Mondstadt with monsters
Yeah.
honestly,
for
Or like,
whatever
Mhm.
reason.
yeah, because
Mhm.
the only way
And
that
they're
they
like-
can do that is from the inside. An inside man.
An inside man.
I think
inside
maybe
man.
like maybe we're not
Mhm.
supposed to be disturbing these places yet too. Like maybe it could be like a timing thing where like the day of like the trade festival, they're all supposed to go to these areas and set
Right.
them off.
Right.
Yeah.
But you know,
Yeah.
or they might be testing areas to be like, hey, can we do this in a larger scale or something like that? But
Right. Yeah. I
Um,
think all of these are just small experiments of their like alchemical
Bigger
power to
goal.
see what they can accomplish in a bigger goal, because
right.
they only came here and got this very specific thing. They also hit
Yeah.
an alchemy shop, which is obviously going to have tons of reactants, and then they
Right.
also went to a food place, which could have a lot of
It-
like,
well,
basis and
if
stuff.
if we remember, what dropped out of that dude's pocket was
Mm.
either slime condensate or some sort of slime thing,
Right.
right?
Yeah.
Slime condensate is used in cooking, but it's also
Slimy.
used in alchemy.
Alchemy.
Um,
I think
Mhm.
we're on
and
to
Marty's
something here.
restaurant would have a bunch of it, you know.
Yes.
So
We
Yeah.
cooking, chat. We cooking
We
here.
cooking.
We cooking.
Well, as oh yeah,
yeah.
go ahead, Hana.
Oh, and I think Yueming is just she's really trying to process, but she was gonna look at Dayu and say, okay, so fire likes fire. Just the rock boys like rock, and then they cause monsters, and then danger. Is that what you're saying?
I think that whoever we are pursuing is gathering alchemical resources that make some sort of concoction that invokes and attracts enemies from the inside of Mondstadt.
you know what,
Oh.
Dayu, you know what this is just like?
Mm.
What?
Disturbing ley line energies.
Yeah, it's like whatever they're making is they're tampering with the natural elements of Teyvat and somehow rooting the evil in the place that they are spreading whatever this alchemy is, right?
Well,
Well,
then the
ley
question
lines
is
are-
like, why?
Because this is the impenetrable city.
Mm.
No one can get in. It's heavily guarded. How
Right, but,
else
like,
would you
what's-
start conflict than from the inside?
Okay, but like, hear me out. Most conflict has a goal, right?
Mm.
Like, they're
Mhm.
trying to do something, get something
Mhm.
done. So,
Mhm.
what are they trying to do?
Mm.
Yeah, I wonder if it
Maybe.
is.
Maybe they
It is-
want something in the midst of the chaos, and they can, while all
Steal
of the
the
guards
holy
are
lyre.
busy, they go and get the
Holy lyre is
main thing, kidnap somebody, get
Oh.
Yeah.
get the item or I don't know, something.
Right. The thing is that there is a huge event happening very soon where all eyes of Mondstadt will turn upon that excitement, and in their own capacity, they could potentially ruin this city with what this is on a
Mhm.
much larger scale.
Mhm.
Well, we gotta figure it out because I was really looking forward to dancing at that. So,
Forgot about that.
Yes, I
We'll
would
figure
love
it
to
out.
see you dance another day.
I do want to see if there's a tunnel in here, and Kodashi digs his hands in the crater, and as he does that, a sharp rock somehow punctures his very scaly hands, and he takes 1 damage.
Well,
Thank you, whoever did that.
oh my
was it
god.
snow again?
No, it was my
No, it was
my
Kiwi.
Kiwi.
Oh.
No, it
Oh
was-
Damn.
my god.
Oh,
Well, I was gonna say,
Kiwi.
Kashi, that actually wasn't a damage. That's a
Yeah.
-1 on your next roll.
Oh, okay. Well,
so-
I still take damage anyway mentally. Just sad.
Well,
That
just so we
I
can
have
come
a
to
-1 on my next roll.
You do. Just so we can come to a close here, chat. You have finished this investigation. You have done your 2 rounds, and you fought the slimes that you might not have found. That was totally optional.
Yeah.
You fought them. I'm just going to go over your list of evidence. Usually I'd have you guys do this, but we're trying to wrap up here. So, yeah. You guys found out in the warehouse that none of the entrances or exits, at least that you checked, appeared to be tampered with or forced in any way. You even went so far as to find that some of the bigger entrances and exits would require multiple people to be able to open it, especially without making noise, right? Secondly, Dayu, you learned that there were way more expensive materials literally next to the energy nectar, but they stole the energy nectar and it was clean. Beyond that, you couldn't find necessarily any memories in the stone or elements on the roof or elements anywhere else. And you even checked the ceiling to see if there could be some sort of acrobatics, but it looked unlikely until Riku found a trace of some kind of pressurizing element in the air, which turned out to be coming from 3 slumbering geoslimes. And upon removing those, the real final piece of evidence that you did find with a 7, you almost didn't, was Dayu found that there was, in fact, some sort of upturning of this earth, which, in her theory, probably attracted the geoslimes, maybe as a secondary objective, or maybe as the main objective. But all you guys know now is they stole the energy nectar somehow, and you've ruled out a lot of the ways that's possible. Next time, we're going to hit the other locations and see if there's anything linking the crimes.
Oh.
Mhm.
All right. Hey,
We
good
just
job,
went in
guys.
That one location.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Like what?
That was
Holy
crazy.
shit.
That was good.
Yeah. Well, hey,
Yeah,
that's
for
where we're
our
going to end
first real-
today's session. Did you
Yeah.
guys have fun?
That was
Oh,
nice.
so much fun. Yeah.
It's crazy.
Yeah.
It's a lot
Yeah.
harder than the first investigation. I feel
Yes.
like it wasn't as
Like, trying
obvious
to
because we really
find
weren't
stuff.
picking up. Yeah. And
Yeah.
then trying to think about like what they could have done and then shifting our focuses. That was fun to do.
Yeah.
And just, being involved in that investigation in the moment.
I will say you guys did exactly what I wanted to do, which was throw out lots of different theories because,
Yeah.
yes, there's like a crumb trail that I leave in the shadows, but you can miss evidence. You can find evidence that I didn't initially plan. Chat can change it. So I think it's really nice that you guys, are like, oh, well, maybe it was this, but maybe it's this, because you don't know. And, coming up with a bunch of theories, one of them might be the right one. You'll just have to figure out which one.
Yeah.
So good job. Thank you, chat, for hanging out on episode 3. Sorry about the crash in the middle here. We're not quite done because we're going to switch over to Grubble Shiny Bits for all of my cast that can stick around. This is your chance, if you are a subscriber, to stick around and ask us any questions about tonight's session or the game at large. If you've been holding on to
Including
something
the
or
characters.
curious, or the characters, or anything that maybe they missed or something that we can share, then we will be doing that roughly about an hour. So yeah, we're going to stop this stream. Here's how this is going to work. We're going to stop it. We're going to go offline for about 5 minutes. We're going to come back after a quick GPG. I am going to take us over to the other stage, and then we're going to chat for a little bit, talk about the game. And if you're a subscriber, you can chat. You can ask us any questions that you want to do. We can sort of go back and forth. If you're not a subscriber, that's okay. You can still watch these for now. They are going to be up on Patreons for patrons to watch back and see sort of all the back and forth that we have and maybe learn a couple of secrets that I drop. But yes, otherwise you can still stick around and watch. You just won't be able to chat. So keep that in mind.
But
Okay.
you should subscribe because if you subscribe, you help change your fate keep going and doing fun and cool things.
That
Yes,
you do.
that.
It
Yes.
it very
Anybody
much
want to
goes a
pull
long way.
a 10 pool right at the
No!
end?
Yeah, right at the end.
Yeah, anybody
No.
want
Ready
top
for more
5,000 biddies,
constellation.
700 biddies,
Oh
you
my
know.
god.
Constellations.
1,000 biddies for an NPC that'll might be
Yes.
the next one or one after that.
Baby,
Zero is currently moving.
baby.
That's true. What?
Any level ups?
Oh,
Oh, yeah.
that's actually a really good question. So I was going to talk about this depending on how far we got, and I want to talk about this in Gribble Shiny Bits. But I think
Okay.
because of what you did with the slimes and a pretty successful investigation, I think that bumps you guys to level 2.
Level 2!
I think it's time at the end of session 3 for you guys
What
to
does that
bump up
mean,
to level 2.
baby?
I don't know. We're gonna have
We'll
to find
talk
out.
about it in shiny
We're
bits.
gonna find
Yes,
out.
and
Yes.
I want to be so
Details.
clear, guys. Don't do your level ups because we're going to do them for Patreon. So we're gonna do a little
Oh,
recorded
exciting.
session before next time. Obviously not tonight. Before next time, we're gonna sit down together and we're gonna talk about what leveling up looks like. And I know that's super fun for my fellow DMs out there. So that will be up on Patreon at a later date. But yes, you guys did great. You're getting the hang of using your elements. Also, can I just say you really got the hang of the flow of combat. You know, Dayu
Yeah,
breaking all of the
that felt
dice
very
into
fast.
Riku like super smashing with the elements, and then even when Kodashi and Yue Ming showed up, you guys knew exactly what to do. Kashi, big props to you for keeping us honest with those dice rolls. There's a lot of
Thank you.
rules.
I'm trying to
so.
stick to
Thank
the,
you,
stick to
thank
the
you.
rules here.
Yeah.
It's hard to forget, but I want to make sure we're, and also just remembering that we do get, you know, it is worked into the system that we do get these dice.
Yes.
So we're not always, you know, at low elemental dice levels.
It's true. Gotta remember. How many sessions until we 90 them? Well, the way this rule system works is they only go up to level 10. So my goal is by the end of like a year or two in this campaign, they'll be at level 10. They're not always going to
It's crazy
3
to
session
think that
level
this
up.
campaign's gonna go that long.
If you
Yeah.
want it to, it doesn't have to, but you know.
We
I
want
want
it
it
to.
to.
I want it. I need it right now.
100 years. All right, chat, we're going to end the stream. We're going to come back in our sub-only mode for some questions. We're going to let these guys grab a snack, myself included. We love you all. Thank you so much for watching. We'll be back in a couple minutes. Don't touch that dial. And yeah, we'll see you soon, chat. Bye-bye.
Bye.
Bye.